From depths unseen, we rise tonight. In whispered winds, we claim the fight. Claws of silence, veils of black. The syndicate moves, no turning back. From depths unseen, we rise tonight. In whispered winds, we claim the fight. Claws of silence, veils of black. The syndicate moves, no turning back. Blades that shimmer, dreams undone. We're the night that blinds the sun. From Keishan storms to syndicate halls, the shadows answer when duty calls. Bound in blood, secrets untold. Through ancient paths, through lands of old. Our steps unseen, a fleeting trace. We rule the dark, the edge, the space.
Welcome back to Original GM. I am Hupahu, once again joined with the gang. Season 5, Episode 3. Holy shit. Probably wondering why Wachi is here. We're going to find out.
That's rude. No vacation for me.
Yes, there were a couple characters still in our opening music video that are no longer alive.
We'll fix that this week.
That will be rectified this week. They are dead. Wachi's character has been thrown a bone, it looks like. We'll see what happens. There will be a cause and effect, but we will see here shortly what exactly that is. You all level. Everyone is second level. Just shit accordingly. No, Seraphina will be second level as well. And I will need hit points from everybody and all of that jazz.
Freaking awesome.
It's a good song.
While that's going, I'm going to talk about www.highestlevelball.com. Go and check it out. Go and get stuff. All that jazz. And I'm already being passed now. Hey.
Get started.
So,
Got
what is it, a D6?
I get D6.
That's luck.
Everybody see it. Got to be on
You
your
can roll
game.
once. If you don't like it, roll it again. But you gotta keep it.
Yes! That's what I'm talking about.
Ooh. Ooh, do I keep that or do I roll again?
What do you got?
I have a 4.
That's not even.
Oh, that's the tricky spot. That's the tricky spot to decide.
Mm,
You said roll a d6.
Yep.
yeah, for hit points.
For your hit points.
I'm gonna keep
For
it.
some reason, your camera, your dice are not showing up.
I'm wondering that myself.
Maybe
Here in the corner.
See if I can get them to show up. I got you. Hold on. I had to do that with what she's too.
It was showing.
Can you watch and tell me when you can see it? Was showing up earlier. See it yet?
no.
Nope, it's on the bottom.
What is it?
Hold on.
6?
Go for 6.
Okay. I see it now. Don't forget your constitution bonus, which can be no more than +2, no matter what your constitution is, because you're vagabonds.
Gives him 6 more hit points. +2 for my
Nice.
constitution. 15 points now.
So, how does that work? Since I added 4, like, I don't know how to go from what we did to.
Okay. So, however many hit points you had before, you will add whatever you rolled plus your constitution bonus to those hit points.
And you don't get your dex bonus each level, right? You only get it the first time.
The dex bonus?
Yeah.
For
What?
what?
For your dex on your thieving skills.
No, you just get
No,
it the first.
you just get it the first time, one time.
It's her silence up to 80%.
What's she?
Yeah.
What's your constitution?
$17.
It is now a 16.
What?
Still +2. So at least there's that.
Okay.
What's your system shock and resurrection survival?
97 and 98.
Okay.
So I have a question for you. Do you mind if I ask a question?
Sure.
I got these daggers. Can I take a weapon proficiency with daggers?
You can.
That's
So we're going to be doing the weapon proficiencies and the learned skills, the weapon skills and learned skills on this episode.
Oh wait.
So you can wait if you'd like, but Cikala does have daggers, so she could do it because she has those. Anybody that used a weapon in the last episode could take that as a learned weapon skill if you want. If you'd like to use the torch, that could be a club or mace if you want to, or you can wait.
Handshakes aren't weapons. Or are
What's
they?
Handshakes?
Handshakes aren't weapons, or are they?
No.
They could be. I mean, you look at it.
I think we learned that from the last episode.
Yeah, it's fucking crazy. The fuck, Gallius.
Meant more political deals, but you guys want to bring up old shit? That's fine.
That was ruthless.
It was in the trial description. Ruthless.
It was. It was. I don't feel as bad now about running back to the circle at the very beginning. Like when I first did it, I felt really bad. I was like, fuck, I'm an asshole. Like, I just left these guys.
Nope.
This is something about hesitation. Did it.
That's right. Bjorn smiled at you. Good job.
Watchy, while you're doing that,
Yeah.
your character
Yeah.
wakes up in total darkness. You hear a voice that is familiar. Zara al-Khalid. You hear her speak into the void that is the darkness that you are laying in. You do realize you're laying in something very hard, a stone or something.
Mm-hmm.
You hear her say, "A misstep in the shadows is not a mistake. It is a death sentence. You will learn quickly or make peace with the void from this moment on. There has been a sacrifice in your honor by one of your clan. They took a scar to bring you back, but oh, so much more. Discipline is the only true freedom. Without it, you are a puppet for your own weakness. Every mark, every scar tells a story, but none of them will define you. You will wear them as reminders of pain, but proof you survived. You have been brought back from the brink of the void. Death becomes you. You must take the walk of shame. You may thank me, your ally.
Thank you. Should try to sit up.
You sit up and your head hurts a little bit, but on your left side, it hurts just a little bit. You feel a little bit weak. You hear her say again, "A true assassin moves without hesitation. That is what you did. However, if you hesitate for another, if your heart wavers when the moment comes, you are already dead. Love and connection is an indulgence, not a necessity. We do not indulge in compassion, affection. These things cloud judgment. You are weapons, finely honed instruments of precision. A weapon does not belong to long for another weapon. A weapon does not falter because of sentimentality. If you wish to survive, you will sever the ties before they strangle you. These words are wisdom, wisdom for your clan, for they grow weak. They have offered your life, and in return, they have taken on great weakness. Malik will not forgive. The shadows feel what is taking place. They will not be kind to you this. You will endure more than you are willing. You feel a presence come onto you in this darkness that you cannot see. That is absolute terror. And you start to enter this nightmare of horrific energy. You hear these screams and these sounds within your head that you've never heard before. It sounds like thousands of individuals screaming and dying and pleading for life. As each one of these individuals screams, you realize they were sacrificed for you to come back. And you spend all of that evening in turmoil, pain, torment. By the time that is over with, you feel slightly crazy. There's a tinge of insanity to you that's affiliated with paranoia. You think that everyone is out to get you. It's going to be very hard for you to trust. Very difficult. Towards the end of the evening, and it feels like so much longer than an evening. It feels like you spent days involved with whatever this is. You start to feel a sense that whatever is happening is coming to an end. And you hear a voice in your head. The shadow does not hide. It reveals what cannot be seen in the darkness. You must rid yourself. Truth exists in the shadows of every lie. Wield them both as weapons. To become shadow, you must abandon yourself. Embrace the shadow. Embrace the Trinity. The cold absence that is left behind when this voice leaves is part of whatever is coming over this insanity. It's like something left you that was with you that is no longer. And you feel paranoid because of it. There's a subtle distortion in the ripple of reality around you, and the air starts to spread and move. And you see yourself standing in a hole. You're not laying on anything, you're standing in a hole. There are bones on the walls, and it's really long. You can't see the end of it. What do you do?
Embrace the shadow.
Right. There seems to be some shadow here, moving here and there, along the walls. You move into them. Okay. You hear, as you move into the shadow, you hear a skull next to you. A voice come out of this skull, and it says, loyalty, eternal. Loyalty is eternal to the syndicate. Release self. I wait, I watch, I listen. Then the hallway that you're standing in seems much shorter than it was just a moment ago. And standing in front of you, you see her. She looks at you. Zara.
You just kind of turn your head and look up at him. Put your head down just a little.
You will not be given another chance, little one. Do not fail me again, for there is a place for you amongst the Kishan saints. Come with me. And she turns to start walking down the hallway.
Follow her.
Back to you guys.
Bjorn's trying to do cellular healing on
Okay,
Alicia.
so Alicia,
Yeah.
you come up over to Alicia, and she's unconscious, blood spilling out of her cheeks, and you kneel down and you start to cellular heal her,
Mm-hmm.
cellular healing on her. It heals her completely, and she wakes up. The scar does not leave.
I didn't think so, but at least she's not bleeding all over the place.
She looks up at you and looks confused, and she goes, "Not dead."
No. Just bleeding.
She
Not quite dead. Still back in this place.
She touches her cheek, and
It probably looks cooler than it feels, to be fair.
she stands up.
Agreed. Scars. He touches his forehead. Good thing. He'll help her up.
Thank you.
She doesn't like to be touched, dumbass.
She accepts his hand and gets up and thanks him.
Oh, growth.
Iris says, "So what cool stuff did you guys get?" You turn and look at her, and she is absolutely beautiful. She sparkles with beauty. You're not quite
Let's see the
sure.
map.
You're not quite sure how long you've been looking at her, but you all realize that you've been looking at her for way too long without you noticing that you were looking at her.
She would shake her head.
Okay, shake your head.
Yep.
And what brings you back is her voice. It's slightly annoying, and she's talking really fast and really happy. And she's like, "It was so much fun to, right? I mean, you guys aren't talking. What do you? I mean, come on, seriously."
She was away from her.
Okay. You realize, every single one of you realize, she had you charmed. You're not sure how long she had you charmed.
Who punched you in the face?
She had you charmed. What?
Your face different. Who punched you?
My face is different?
You don't have your face anymore.
Somebody smashed your face.
Different. It looks good.
Oh, the mask. That's what it did.
Mask smash?
What?
I don't know if there's like a mirror in that bathroom.
I don't think so.
No, I don't see you.
Anyway, we should probably get some sleep for tomorrow, don't you guys think?
You're ugly now.
She walks up to you. She's like, "I'm not ugly.
Go look.
I am so beautiful." And
She's gonna turn around and walk out.
she starts talking to you.
Elias is just gonna walk away too, like, oh
Yeah.
god.
Skull as well. She's
In this
just
game.
it's a long thing.
She starts talking to you.
Long.
Not quite sure how long you've been standing there talking to her, but everybody else has left, and it's just you and her. And she's like,
Neely?
That's so wonderful. That's so wonderful. Thank you for sharing that with me," she says. I'm sorry. Your mother, that's just wrong. I can't believe you killed her. At least your father got away. You're like, what the? Anyway, if you ever want to talk again, I'm here. I'm your friend. Consider me. You're a bit confused. You're not exactly sure what happened.
You
And she
killed the wrong one.
starts bouncing to the south, the direction everybody else. You guys leave, and she's sitting there talking to him, and he seems to be just talking back to her. And you guys leave and head down to.
Shakes his head.
You realize
Pretty lady.
you realize she's something with her. You're not sure. And as you guys start going down that direction, you see Serafina come walking out with Zara over here to the left side.
Can't say anything.
Zara nods at you, Serafina, and you come back with the crew.
Am I the only one not seeing the map? I don't.
I don't see the map either.
Well, I'm setting it up. Hold on.
Oh, I thought you were said like for us to look at a certain place, and I was like, oh, I can't see it.
Yeah, there. You see it now?
I'm not supposed to.
Probably too much. Probably too much.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. So she comes out of that side hallway over there, over this way, and Serafina comes with her and comes back with you guys as you go. Serafina, you look over and you see that they're talking over here. Iris and Jorn are talking as you come walking up, and these guys seem to be headed to the south. Does anybody say anything to her?
Alicia would look at her.
Well, good to have you back, little one.
You all right?
And Bjorn would say thank you to
Iris,
Zara.
Zara? Okay. She doesn't reply. She just looks over at you when you say it and then looks back at Seraphine getting with the rest of them. And she just stands right there. You guys all kind of collect yourselves together and head down into empathy. What are you feeling?
Serafina.
She's feeling, I can tell you some of the things she's feeling is shame and fear and paranoia.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say fear.
Militia would say out loud, she sacrificed herself for you. Yeah. Scar on her face. So you can come back. So
Which again, still looks pretty cool.
She doesn't say anything. She just keeps walking. She doesn't even look at you. She just keeps walking. Iris says, so there's only 7 of us left.
no, it's looking crazy. Isn't it?
Going on.
That couldn't even be the last
It's good to have you back.
7's a good number.
Why would she do that to me? Because she sacrificed herself with a scar on her face.
We need
Malik walked up and cut her right across her face and said that was a sacrifice for bringing you back. He healed her.
to survive these trials. We need you.
We do.
We lost too many today as it was.
Agreed.
Kaiden and Thane died after you. They're gone.
They not important. You
Still could have been useful.
Both fell.
You just nodded your head.
Alicia heads down up the stairs, and then down these stairs and into this room.
Yep.
Is that where everybody goes?
Yep.
She does the same things you guys did last time.
Food.
When you guys all come in, the same thing happens. If you do the same thing, you will end up back in the kitchen where there's food, and you can take baths or whatever it is you guys want to do.
Eat and take a bath.
Ditto.
Sit and meditate.
Okay. So you guys can meditate, eat, take a bath, whatever it is you want to do.
Is there soap?
You can clean it. Yes, there's soap. There is soap in there, and you can clean your clothing. You're also wearing, like I said, the same clothing you had before.
Kind of clean.
And
Should look in the bedroom.
no, they're not.
Say, she's gonna look in the bedroom to see if there's clothes in there.
Should look in the bedroom and see if there's clothes.
You go into the bedroom, and it's the same as it was before. Oh, you mean after you go and you sit in the
Yeah.
thing and you go into the bedroom? You will all notice that there are outfits under each bed.
Well, add that to the list. Changing.
Find
They
one that
they
looks like
are made of a black silken material. They have hoods that go over the face, wrappings that go around the face.
Some that will fit a giant.
Yes,
Oh,
and the
boy.
boots have a well, they're, if you know what tabbies are,
Yeah,
that's what they are. They have where your toe
nice.
and the rest of your big toe and the rest of your toes are separated like that.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
Yeah.
He's got no shame. He'll change right there.
go to the back and change.
all right, guys, clean up and everything, and you seem to have new outfits. You can wear them or not. It's up to you.
Yep.
All right. You meditate and eat and clean up, and you
Yours,
guys want to say anything, talk to each other, you can do that.
Bjorn's gonna meditate in the room with the multicolored circle.
Even though you already did that.
Well, that's where he changed it, turned into invisible, but he's gonna actually meditate down.
Okay. All right.
He wants to actually study that skull.
Okay.
Afterwards, he'll go back to the truth.
So do we not already meditate? I'm confused.
So when you went into that circle and you do what you do and you come back into here, he just stays there. And I want to remind you that the skull does have that maroon colored eyes and is still moves. The head moves, like, to the side and stuff like that. So he says he wants to stay there
For a little bit, yeah.
for a little bit as you guys are doing your things, getting changed, doing all that stuff, eating all that. So you want to meditate on the skull, or
Yeah.
okay. You would hear, the shadow does not hide, it reveals what cannot be seen in the light.
What purpose you serve?
Seek Valthak, the forgotten void, the soul of shadow. Sacrifice self, the path to becoming. This is the first mystery.
Myself was lost long ago.
To become shadow, you must abandon yourself, even if it was lost long ago. Reach beyond mortality, embrace pure darkness,
So I must die.
transforming into an extension of this void that you lay in now. Valthak is transcendence, the first state where one ceases to be mortal, becoming pure shadow. Abandon self. The shadow does not hide. It reveals what cannot be seen in the light. Loyalty is to the syndicate.
This I understand.
And then it just repeats all those same things over and over. Every time you try to talk to it and change the subject or anything else, it repeats the same thing back.
She would find a moment to tell Alicia.
Alicia?
Alicia,
Yes.
thank you. She would come up next to her and not touch her, but just step up next to her. Thank you for what you did.
I no longer seek vengeance against you. Vengeance has been paid. We are friends.
Does anyone meditate on the beds?
There's nobody in the kitchen. She'll meditate.
Okay, so
Kind of take a moment to.
nobody seems to be meditating on the bed so far. She would be in here if you were doing that. That's where she would be. If you're talking to her in there. No, everybody seems to be hanging out in here because they don't necessarily sleep. You know what I mean? So not really using the beds.
I'll go and lay in the bed.
Okay, which one do you lay in? One at the top left, then two going across to the right, three the little one, 4, 5, 6 the little one, 7, 8, 9 the big one. You understand?
Yes. Just, I mean, 1, 2, 3, 4.
Okay. All right. So you're gonna just lay down, or
It's that one, isn't it? I can see it. He's got a huge fucking sword on his.
Yep. I'm good at guessing.
you sit in the bed and it suddenly just breaks and falls, and you go tumbling out onto the floor.
That's
You
crazy.
looked over and you see one of the legs is broke on it.
You picked that one. Holy shit.
What can I say? I was gonna go 5, and I don't know. I look at you. I should not look at you and be like, "Ooh, 4." Like,
Right? You should know better.
Does Godwin
know.
hear the crashing in that room?
Yeah, you'd hear something fall in there.
He'll peek in. Are you okay?
she just picks herself up and dusts herself off. She's still got a pissed off look on her face, as if today wasn't enough.
What happened?
Pixies.
The one we just got back?
She's not a pixie.
Oh. I thought you were just being, a little unbecoming on whatever she is.
No.
So did she trip you or something?
No. The bed broke.
Oh.
Did you have something to do with it?
No. I don't make these beds.
Roll an observation. Roll under your charisma.
Me?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
And then I need to roll an observation to see if he's lying.
Yeah, kinda. Yeah, to see if there's anything off when you ask the next question.
Way under.
What'd you get?
8.
An 8. Okay. What's your observation?
Nine?
Okay.
I think it says 9. That's how
Is it a 9?
Yeah, mine's a 9.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. He's believable when he says that. You don't detect anything that seems off.
Both you guys' dice cams are still on.
I'm trying to switch back.
Yeah, he seems believable to you.
She just kind of and then goes to a different bed. I swear to God, if another one's if another one is trapped,
She just went through and fucked with them all. Yeah.
Which one do you go to?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. The one in the
Alright.
corner.
All right. You lay on it and you feel it kind of creak for a second, but nothing happens.
Well, all right.
She's gonna have some
I
major PTSD when this is all over.
I will leave you to it.
Okay, so you guys basically little R&R or thought processing. If you meditate during the evening and you eat, you heal 3 hit points.
Rock and roll.
Now, that's pretty much pointless right now for the fact that you guys level. And when you level, you will full heal. So you are at full hit points. I just wanted to remind you that when you sleep and eat, you get 3.
That's going to be important for this campaign.
Question.
Yes.
Looking around the room, is that in with my eyes closed, is that symbol still behind me?
No. It is not.
McAllis just sit down and repeat the question that was asked earlier of, so what did everybody get?
Nobody says anything. Alicia will say, I got this cloak and it seems to help me with shadows quite a bit.
Fashionable. He reaches into his pocket and pulls out the coin. All I got was this fucking coin.
What's that?
I don't know. It just has the symbols of the syndicate on them.
Iris says, I've seen that before.
Oh?
Yeah. I think it was a Black Bank member that had that. Do you know what that is? That is organization. Right. They're bankers. They're supposed to be spooky. I don't know a lot about them, but I do know the guy.
You know about them from? I don't know. I don't know if that would be a topic in the court at all. I don't.
Unless you know what Black Banks are.
No, neither one of you know what Black Banks are. Not in the hells, you wouldn't know.
Pull out one after. Put it away.
You see the dagger she's got. It's got shadow coming off of it.
I didn't hear anything she said. She was talking to us.
She pulls out one of the daggers and she'd say, I got this.
Well, I guess we know what you got with your face change going on.
Yeah. I guess so. It does more than that, though. I can tell you that.
Oh, you can tell me.
Well, I'm sure you want to know.
I do.
You might get jealous.
Probably.
She or shape change into you, and she says exactly like you say it. Probably.
Oh, that is intriguing.
That is intriguing.
Melissa just starts laughing.
She shape changes back into herself. A very useful mask, I would say.
She
Great.
shifts her seat towards her. Real nonchalant.
Okay.
Like she's doing it subconsciously.
Okay. So you guys are here for some time doing your meditating. You have to meditate for an hour to get a full rest. And of course, you have to eat and all that. You guys do. And there's always food on the table, no matter how much you eat. When you're done talking to the shadow, do you go back into the kitchen or?
I'm gonna strip down, wash my clothes,
Okay.
then take them up, throw them on the bed, and put on the shadow clothes.
Okay.
Not putting anything on. I'm just going up there to. I'll put the black clothes on, I guess,
Okay.
and then go in the kitchen and eat.
Okay.
It'd be cool if we had larva.
Larva.
Weird, what?
Larva.
What's that?
Ah,
Larva.
bug.
Yeah. That's it.
Don't know what.
They're like
Bugs. You don't know what bugs are?
Bugs.
bugs.
I know what bugs are.
Larva aren't bugs. They're a
Tree
delicacy.
bug.
They're a delicacy, especially in Thailand.
I've been through that.
They're really good.
Okay.
Bug
They
babies.
wiggle a little bit when you eat them, but
I eat things legal.
they're really good.
I eat people when still moving. What?
Serafina, you feel like something's watching. You turn and look over in the corner and you see this shadow looking at you in the corner with these glowing red eyes.
Oops.
You see it like move back and like become part of the shadow again. Nobody else seems to notice it.
She's gonna get up and go sit in front of the fire.
Okay.
Little one, you cold? Mm.
You got a piece of bone. Over one of the dreads that's like way in the back of her head. Without start just breathing into her head.
Okay. All right.
You make hole in my ear? For bone?
You know, I was going to, but do you really think that's a good idea?
Nope, why not?
Everybody keeps talking about getting rid of self. What I'm doing here is probably not a good fucking idea, actually.
There is no self.
What the fuck does that mean? What does that mean? What does that mean? Like we're supposed to abandon personality for the syndicate? That's what I take from it. I don't know about you guys.
When you're part of something bigger and larger and beyond your understanding, you are part of that. There is no self.
So loyalty.
I
That's how
have
you want it.
myself.
Loyalty is a word, but being truly a part of something. Like an organism that's all a part of itself.
Yes. Myself gone a long time ago.
Like the mushrooms.
Well, you have mushrooms?
Like
No.
mushrooms, yes.
Like the mushrooms in YouTube. They have an underground network and they all communicate. They're all
Yeah.
connected.
Yes.
One that's a mile away can talk to another.
They good eat?
Yeah.
Mm.
Some of them poison you.
Mm.
Elias stands up to go get ready to go grab his clothes and take a shower, and he said that's actually probably a closer estimation and a metaphor to what this syndicate really is than you actually know.
We are all parts of the syndicate now. That's what they say.
We're all mushrooms.
We must sacrifice our own personal beliefs and our own desires and learn from them. They are training us to be assassins. And that is all.
I'm all in. Like, I'm here for it.
As am I.
She kind of looks at her and nods.
It is good to get rid of the dead weight. Those that were not willing to join us. Those that were not willing to be loyal.
Kaiden didn't want to be here, and Thane tried to attack me. Totally unprovoked, by the way.
They have been succumbed by the shadow. They are gone now.
I find it interesting that it was those two that didn't make it.
Why so?
Because everybody else was willing. He went against loyalty with Thane. Kaiden didn't want to be here.
She turns and looks over her shoulder over at Seraphina, who's looking at the fire, and then she turns and looks back at everybody.
Everybody else wants to be here. So I find that really interesting. She just keeps talking, you know what I mean? Listen, all I know is that we gotta be able to trust each other, guys. No more of this bullshit. Seriously.
I trust all of you. I mean, you're all wonderful, as far as I'm concerned. Oh, I love this food.
It's alright. It's not what I'm used to.
Well, maybe you should try some more of it and see if there's anything you like.
Well, she'll look around the table.
Okay. There's different stuff, but none of it is your home food, you know. But there's some things that you would probably end up liking.
So, like, has anybody thought about where we're at?
Licia stands up and starts heading out of the room. So, do you leave?
Yeah, I went to go grab the clothes and then take a shower.
Okay, so you go in and grab your clothes and then come to the shower. Bath.
Bath, yeah, definitely bath.
There's no shower. Licia, she comes into the room that you're in and walks in here where you're at. Friends now?
Who did she say that to?
Well,
Skull.
Skull's thinking. I don't know about friends, but you, in many ways, proved yourself. But every day is something to prove. You have at least earned that today. And I hope you know if I could have helped you, I couldn't leave. I would have, and I would have kept my side.
You should know that I admire that you have fallen, and you're not following what the angelic beings follow. For they will forsake you. I have pride in the fact that you have risen beyond something better than what they are. I used to pray to beings such as you. I will never make that mistake again. We should work together. There's nothing for us but death if we do not.
I will agree with you on that. It seems that we're supposed to work together. Become one. One is easier to take out others.
She walks
Rather-
over. to this bed here, and she'll sit down on this bed right here in the corner.
She just says that if we work as one, that's better than everybody working against.
I have,
But that doesn't mean trust is also willy-nilly given.
I feel that the task that we were given is much different than the one we would be given in the morning. I think they were testing us. Obviously, our loyalty to one another. And I'm not so sure that we passed.
But can't change that now. All we can do is adapt and move forward.
Agreed.
But I do agree. Working together, maybe we can live a little bit longer, as long as nobody's backstabbing. Trust only so far and all.
So you're taking a bath. It's wonderful. You haven't had a bath in a while. It's nice, warm bath. It feels good. You know, you make it really hot. It's not quite like home, but at least it's a piece of change from what you've been used to recently. You feel
That's
kind of
nice.
you feel really relaxed, and you hear what sounds like a slithering sound over on the floor, and you get up like slightly out of the bath and look. You don't see anything.
That's not creepy.
Is it a slithering sound?
Yeah, like you could have swore something was in there with you, and you look over and you just see shadows. You don't see anything else.
All right. The nope, camera. Even trying to observe, like there's nothing there.
Yeah, you don't see anything.
It's still listening for it. He doesn't hear.
You
Like
start
the slithering-
listening for it. You start listening for it, and roll a hear noise or listen.
Uh,
I can see
Sure.
it. It's,
yeah.
it just says it's loading. I don't know why.
10%? Or
Your other camera and then go
Sorry.
back.
12, 17.
Are you talking to yourself?
Yeah, I was trying to find. I forgot we obviously just leveled up, so I was trying to get the right percentages.
Gotcha.
Real quick while he's doing that.
What the fuck?
She's gonna get up from the table and she's gonna go kneel down next to Sarah.
That's not the right camera. Holy shit! I made it. That's crazy. Needed to beat 17.
Nice.
All right, so she's gonna go sit by Seraphina. Oh, okay. Gonna go kneel down next to Seraphina. Um, so you make your roll.
Uh-huh.
You hear a whisper that sounds like it's underneath the tub. And
All right.
you can't make it out. It's in a language you don't understand, but it's got an echo to it.
An echo to it.
Yes. And it's like, at the beginning when you guys heard the whispers that
Even just whisper back. Can't you speak more plainly?
You whisper it.
Whisper to the whispers.
You
I like lean
hear,
over the tub. Can't you whisper? Can't you speak more?
you hear an audible voice in the room say,
Mhm.
"There are three mysteries. The Trinity of the Shadows. Seek the first mystery. Sacrificing yourself, embracing the shadows."
Standing here naked in the tub. There is no self.
It's the same exact bullshit that you've been hearing the whole time.
Yeah.
Over and over and over.
He's like, God damn it.
It's starting to grate your nerves just a
Yeah.
little.
That's why he's like,
Oh, I love it. Love it.
just standing there naked in the tub with his hands on his hips, really frustrated.
Okay. You realize that your peace has been disturbed, that the bath you were just moments ago relaxing in, you are no longer relaxing in.
He'll jump out and go get dressed.
Okay.
Apparently the shadows don't take a fucking bath.
This place is good at that.
All right. So everybody's kind of doing their thing. So you kneel down in front of her,
Yeah.
or next to her.
She feel like she's all right.
No.
Empathy. What does
No.
she feel?
Fear. Fear. Paranoia.
I know.
She smiles at you across the table as she's talking to her. She looks at you.
Get up, walk out.
I know that
Okay.
dying like that. I feel like hard experience. It's probably really fucking scary. But you gotta be
Go
strong.
get my clothes.
Okay.
If you're not,
No, the ones on the bed.
they're not going to accept that. And I don't want that to happen to you. You're stronger as a team. If we work together, then you shouldn't have anything to fear. You went off by yourself. So kind of smile at her and then she'll stand up.
A lot of us did, but we're glad to have you back. I mean, you are back, right? You just haven't been talking much. You seem real quiet and kind of distracted.
Wish
Maybe-
you could.
Maybe I can help you. Manipulation. I might be able to help you.
The shadows are alive, and listen, there's a shadow.
Shadows are alive? Well, that makes sense. I didn't hear.
There's a like a plane and shut, right?
Yeah,
Something.
yeah.
You know, yeah.
Are you scared of them?
Oh, and they have red eyes.
What do you mean?
She'll look around the room.
You start to look around the room. You don't see anything. You look around the room and over in the corner, you see two red eyes inside the skull. It's in the wall, one of them looking at you. And it disappears.
I don't see your inner eyes. Maybe that's a side effect of what happened to you.
You see him right now, she says.
You see it again, let us know.
Yeah. Yeah. She looks at you and she's like,
You don't have to be alone.
you can sleep with me tonight if you want. I'll cuddle you up. Make sure that the shadows don't hit you. What's your wisdom?
18.
Okay. You're fine.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I mean, I haven't slept since we learned that thing, whatever it is with fire. I haven't slept. I haven't needed sleep, oddly enough. It's weird. It's really strange. I wonder what they're doing in the bedroom then over there. If they're not sleeping.
I don't think that's any of my fucking business.
Oh, you think that's she gets up and kind of tiptoes over to the door and walks into the hallway. All right, she gets next to the doorway and like it's peeking in and
She's just like
listening.
at the kitchen door.
Okay,
She doesn't leave Seraphina.
she's listening. So you come in to get your clothes.
I'm gonna rip off a strip.
Okay.
I guess the overshirt,
Okay.
so I have to tie my hair back.
All right.
I'll do that.
She'll follow them.
Okay. She gets up and goes over to the door. Alicia says, "The shower good? Or the bath? Whatever it is? Is there hot water?
You have to be
Yeah. Did you bathe?
big. Yeah, sort of.
Scold's just gonna turn to Elisa and say, "The food just keeps appearing. I'm sure there's still hot water."
I'll just wash clothes.
I was just curious.
It was all blood.
Yeah. From the little one.
Hmm.
So would you like carry any of us if we were hurt, or was it just her? Because I think we should all work together. I think that was a good thing that you did.
He actually looks perplexed. I don't know. Something spoke to me in here.
Really? She like looks over at you, Harris does, and she's
She'll go over.
like, okay. All right.
With her, like we're here right up.
Okay. You go too?
Yeah.
Okay.
Something felt wrong.
She looks at Scald and then looks back at him. She's like, what do you mean?
This wasn't right.
What did it say?
This wasn't time for her to die.
I can't hear you.
She whispers morality. She like,
She's like, sissy. Alicia says, so something spoke to you and you thought you should save her?
Like when I was in gladiatorial ring,
Yeah?
allies die, you try to fix.
Yeah, but
This ally,
okay. But you don't know if you do that for any of us.
Speak, yes.
So you're hearing voices.
All the time.
She looks concerned as Skull. She's like, Iris whispers to you two. She says, "You know, yeah, I can understand. Like, he escaped, but his mother was killed. He's nobility. He's like a prince or something. He's something. I don't know. What? Yeah, he was telling me. He was telling me that the king of Frost Giants killed his mother, who was one of his consorts or one of his wives, or whatever, queens. I don't know, something like that. And that his father is a Burgundy ranger.
She just looks at her with a blank stare.
No,
Fucking telling you guys, I'm from E2. You know what E2 is?
I don't, and I keep
It's
telling you.
underground.
No,
You know E2 mountains?
no,
My people, so there's a mountain.
Yeah.
I know that we live on Chill, right? That's where we're at, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Chill.
I think
There's a mountain named
I hope.
E2.
I hope we're still on show. I don't know
There's a
where
mountain
we are.
named E2, and like thousands and thousands of years ago, my people moved underground because of a catastrophe. There's like an never mind.
Are you sure you're not from another world?
No,
You're from ship.
yeah. Like I know what's his name? Gallius
Oh,
from Hell.
really?
Yeah.
How do you know him from hell?
Stop it. She's like, so does mine. We saw him in court all the time. She's still listening at the wall. Yeah.
That's very interesting. She says, "Hey, Gallius,
She's telling him about your fucking secrets.
you're in the bathroom. You finished. You come back.
Girls are out there gossiping.
Yeah, that's what girls do.
Shit, he was gonna beeline across the hallway. Actually, he's getting tired of this fucking self-talk bullshit.
All right, you come into this room.
Yeah, but he's not gonna go in the circle. He's actually gonna. I mean, he's gonna kneel on that, the symbol where that before that where that kind of symbol is. I know it's not there now in our whatever shadow realm we're in, but
It's not there when you
yeah.
come
But
in.
I was just giving you positioning wise.
Okay, all right. You kneel down there.
So frustrated.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, he's gonna. I mean, he's gonna
Alright,
kind of go into his.
When you walk in the room, of course, the skull looks at you with these maroon colored eyes as you walk in and follows you with its gaze as you go to that spot.
And he starts kind of piecing his board together in his thoughts, the game board.
Okay.
Just mentally piecing, like putting all of the players that are on there, and the skull sitting in, just kind of like almost like a chessboard type of situation.
Gotcha.
And what moves, like what moves have to be made, that type of thing, and like what a self-sacrifice would look on the board. And then kind of mentally try to move past that and kind of let the shadows overtake the board. It's kind of the thought process that he's going through, like, letting the idea of what he thinks the game needs to be, and letting literally letting the shadows overtake the board to, take that part
So
away.
as you're doing that, you feel like there's a lot of deception, and there's kind of a crafted illusion that's indistinguishable from reality that you're experiencing. You realize that this is not the fact that you woke up back in front of this fire.
Mm-hmm.
You're questioning whether you're even experiencing any of it, if you have even moved from that spot yet.
Yeah.
And as you're doing so, you realize your eyes are still closed. that you actually have put yourself into some sort of trance. And that perhaps what you're experiencing right now is just a crafted illusion, a way to manipulate your perception and warp your reality. A very complicated and complex illusion. You could very well be under a spell.
Yeah.
And that's kind of what you're going through. And the skull is, of course, reacting to you. It's as you start to think a thought, you see it kind of turn its head sideways and its eyes glow a little bit and it looks at you. And then you go to another thought, it does it again.
Interesting.
Meanwhile, you guys are in there still having this conversation with Bjorn, and you're listening. Yeah, it's obvious.
Sorry, forging across the hallway was distracting. I'm sorry.
It's all good. And they would not have seen you because these stairs go up to at the center of this. Yeah, you would not have seen them, and they would not have seen you. So Alicia will say, "Well, I hope that voice doesn't speak to you at the wrong time and tell you to do the wrong thing when we need you to be part of this team. Not that it would, but we need you to be present."
Not that kind of voice.
I was thinking the same thing.
I just don't want you to. Well, I'm not sure how to put this. Compassion, affection, things
What
like
did you do?
it can cloud your judgment.
Don't have either.
Why did you do what you did?
Because we need the little one.
Okay.
Exactly.
She
Important.
important to our survival as well as you are. She looks at you.
Not as important as she.
If we are all
I stand out. She is easy to hide.
I see it as without her, I don't think we would have survived what comes in the future. So why not die? Instead of giving them what they want.
Makes sense to me.
I mean, I feel like loyalty is gained. And up to this point, them bringing her back has changed my concept of what I need to be loyal about.
Loyalty is important.
I have also been hearing voices. The shadows are speaking to me. And I do not think that we are here.
And where are we?
We are sitting around the fire. We have not left.
Maybe that's where we need to be.
I have a feeling that we're going to be taken there very soon. And at about that point, you guys all start to wake up and you realize you're sitting around the fire in the central hub, just like the last time.
Those who died back, or are they still?
They are not back. It's just you guys,
In the same spots.
and you are in the exact same spots that you were in before. And as you appear in these spots, you guys smell death. It is in the air. It smells like there are dead bodies somewhere.
She would cover her.
Okay. It really affects you. It's strong.
She would say, "She goes, fuck."
Dead. That's what it is.
I know what it is.
You guys see Malik appear out of thin air from the shadows, step forward to where he did before.
And up like that time.
Okay.
Face him.
Yep.
Everybody else? Yeah?
Yeppers peppers.
If I want to see him over the flame, then yes, I need to stay in.
Round 2.
His arms are crossed, and he looks at each of you individually with a calmness. Your next trial will test your instincts and encourage cooperation. Nine has become 7. It is important that you understand that there is a duty that you must complete. It is important that you understand that your trainers from this moment on will be responsible for any of your failures. It is not just you that will be punished, but them as well. He will nod at you all in what seems like a sense of respect. There is a somewhat of a smile on his face. Then he very gracefully turns and goes back to where he came from, and you see him just enveloped back into the shadows again.
As soon as he walks away, her hand goes back up to her nose.
Okay. As you guys are standing there, Zara Khalif comes from the shadows over this direction and moves towards you guys.
Turn and face her.
Recruits, are you prepared for your second trial?
Absolutely.
Ready to take it? Yes. Know what it's about or how to succeed? We'll figure it out. Unless you have some insight.
You shall enter the vault of locks next. You have succeeded the Sky Chains arena, and now the vault of locks awaits you. Your duty will be to enter the vault of locks and retrieve the gemstone.
Do we get told tools?
Those are your instructions. You will learn cooperation, or you will die.
And if we... That's it on the teaching?
Well, I'm sure the lesson is the trial, right?
Please follow me. And she turns and goes this way.
Head
As-
on.
That way. You guys follow her?
Yeah.
Yep.
You see the room when you get there. You see these massive balls hanging by chains.
Yeah, you do.
Swinging in this room sporadically. They don't seem to have any pathway through them as you look at them. They all seem to be moving in a chaotic manner. Right in front of the door, you see the symbol that you've seen in the other room. And past these balls, you can see what looks like a lit up area that has chests sitting in the center of the room. She steps to the side and she says, "Retrieve the gemstone."
So Gold's gonna say, "Wait a second." We're supposed to work together to get in
That would be
here.
cooperation, yes.
Obviously. When I went through the last trial, stepped in same place and used what they had already taught with the shadows.
That is the plan.
So but we all need to know the plan. So before we go in here, that's my recommendation. It's what I'm going to try. If
Yes,
we're in
when
a
we went in
group,
the last one, you and I went up the ladder, the shadow ladder. We basically entered the center of the circle and dropped into a meditative state, and we did not see any of you.
did not. It was like when we entered the
like,
room in
like
the first
in the room.
place.
Yes,
Like in the room.
yes.
Really. All right,
We can try this.
we can.
Yeah, Gallius is gonna. I mean, we already
Alright.
start stepping forward towards the door.
Okay.
And up to the symbol and into the symbol.
Yeah, Yon will follow.
And he would,
Ditto.
do what he was doing before and try to meditate on it, or do the thing with the stuff.
Everybody do it. Everybody come in here. Okay. All right, and Gallius, you kneel down and you meditate. Everybody disappears. You guys see Gallius disappear. The room does not change, Gallius. It still looks the same when you do that. Do you move off the center?
Like step forward while staying in the symbol. You mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll step forward.
Okay. So one after the other, you guys do this. And you are all standing in this room. And you did see each other disappear. You did, so on and so forth. But once you guys complete all this, everything still looks the same as it did before. But that's where you're sitting. That's where you're standing right now.
Show it back. Is Zara Al-Khalid still standing?
So when you look back, you see Zara Al-Khalid standing right where she was looking at you.
You can smile.
So like absolutely nothing changed as far as
It doesn't
Visual.
appear anything changes.
that helps with that theory.
How high up are these balls?
So the room is approximately 30 feet tall, and the chains are dangling from the ceiling, moving left and right, of course.
So what are they like? Like 5 feet across?
So if you
Balls themselves?
zoom down, these balls these are about 5 foot in diameter, and they're spiked and they're moving kind of sporadically.
And they're all at different levels.
And they are all at different levels. There does not seem to be a path directly through any of them. And Gallius, when you move forward to where you did right here, they changed and seemed to alter to where they lowered down to where Gallius was at and started moving. So from being above, some of them came down to your level and started moving sporadically. It's like they reacted to you coming forward.
Move to the edge of the circle,
Which edge?
to the west.
Same way Gallius did.
Uh-huh.
As soon as you walk up, these balls move down on the sides and create the same level where you're standing. So like they react to you.
When they do that, does it seem like more are removed from different areas?
So when they come down, they leave up above. Yes.
Can we see the gem and like the center and everything that's there?
So in the center, all you see is what looks like a light with some chests. And you can see some flickering gemstones in these chests over here. There looks to be 6 chests in total. In the very center, it looks to be some sort of vault or of some sort.
Gallius will turn and say, "Everyone except for what's your character's name? I'm sorry,
Serafina?
Serafina. You come to this side of the circle. Like you'll go up to the edge of the circle
Mm-hmm.
and ask everyone to move up there with him, except for Serafina."
Mm.
I mean, I'll move.
But he'll also kind of like want to go to the other, like go up the circle to the edge, to see if they all kind of basically if the balls move like you said and they kind of change more dramatically if they're all in a group and go up towards the part of the circle.
Right.
Okay. So yeah, they all react to you. Any of you moving forward, they all react to you. And they come down.
Like they just come down. Like that's what I mean. They're just
From up above. They come to the same level that you guys are at.
And it leaves the up above more blank.
And it leaves the up above more blank or void of any balls going around.
So if we concentrate it in one area, does that mean that somebody else could get around it?
that's what I was trying to see if the quickest one of us could have a path if we all went into one area and if they were going to react to us. Huh?
The other thought is look at the space. How much space is between the ball and the wall?
There's quite a bit.
Could she make it around the outside edge?
Assuming there's no traps along the wall.
Right.
But then again, obviously, this is also you're part of this conversation, Serafina. I'm just looking for
Right.
reaction.
Could we each one of us, like go back and forth? See what I mean? Like to see if it lowers based upon the person's height. If all of them suddenly drop, then how? Even if one person was to go in there, who's to say that they won't react to that one person as well? Is it more of us get it pulled down lower?
That's what I was trying to see. If it went down to the shortest person's height, or if it just kind of all came down sporadically.
Sporadically, but definitely towards the height that you guys are. If you,
So Militia will lean down closer to the ground and see if they go more concentrated down lower.
No, when Melissa from this side over here, when you lean down, it stays basically where the majority of all of you are at. The rest of them, it stays where it's at. It doesn't move down. When you squat down real low, it doesn't move down. And when you do so, you're looking and you realize there's probably about 3 feet or so underneath all of these globes that there are no, or these balls, spiked balls, that there are no spiked balls moving. Like underneath the balls, there's no activity.
You would say that when I kneel down, they don't move, they don't react to me. And if you guys look, there's about 3 feet underneath these balls.
So Iris will kneel down too.
I would have to lay on my bed.
Alicia will get down low too. The balls do not change or go past 3 feet, even though the 3 of them have lowered themselves down. The rest of you haven't lowered down though.
So he'll get down on his belly and look.
Gallius, Skull, do you guys still stay standing?
I'll try to get down there as well, obviously.
Yeah, at least
take a look.
test the
All right.
theory. So,
When all of you get down that low, you can all see under these balls. There's about 3 foot. And they do not go down below that. But when you look around at all of them, they're all at about 3 foot. Like they've lowered themselves down to 3 foot.
I wonder if they go lower than that.
You want
Well,
me?
Well,
I
hey,
can belly crawl.
Serafina, you stand up here next to me? Because you're the shortest. Let's see if they go down at the shortest height or if they're going to stay where they're at.
So Seraphina, you walk up next to her and you realize you can just walk. And they do not lower any lower down to Seraphina's level. You not only, you can see under all of them. They're not your level. They're higher than you.
Do you think you could make it before they? If they do happen to drop lower because we leave this circle, or if anything fucking changes when we leave this circle, like everything.
Iris is like, wait, they said we need to work together.
They did.
Exactly.
We do not need to send one person off alone. We should stay
As a group.
as a group.
I'm not trying to send anyone. I'm asking a question.
So should we try to crawl under it all as a group?
can the big guy? He's not. I don't know how big he is, but he's not. Like he'll fit underneath these.
Yeah.
Just flatten your wings. My point is, I know that she can make it across fast, but if we're all going to go together, then if she speeds through without us, it could create an issue, is what I'm trying to get at.
It'll be close to him, but he could crawl under. Just
Serafina, I know it's going to be hard, but can you try to move slower and stay with us?
Can you guys see me shaking my head? Yes.
Yes.
Oh, I wasn't looking, but I probably can. Yes. Sorry, I have the big screen, so everybody's kind of small right now.
Well, what do you guys say?
Oh, I'm gonna tell Serafina if she holds on to my wing, at least not to like be dragged through, but to almost use as a cushion to slow herself down, so she stays with us.
Like
I actually want to check something before we move forward.
I'm good with that too.
Okay, what do you want to do?
He opens his eyes.
You
And
appear
then-
there, and you don't see any of them.
And then he walks forward like he did before, but with,
Okay.
keeping his eyes open to see if there's a different change.
Okay. They all seem to be in the same spot that they were in before, at 3 foot or so. Like they're no different than they were when you had your eyes closed.
So they are reacting the same. There's not a difference in,
Right, correct.
and there's no difference like that he can notice over at the chests or the light or anything.
No.
All right. He'll go back and center and close his eyes again and all that.
You guys see him disappear, and then he comes back. Ears will say, "Where did you go? What happened?"
I just went to check to see if maybe they were trying to trick us into using this circle, if it would, fall for the same trick twice, or don't use the same trick twice. So I tried to see if everything would react or would change if I approached them like I did on the other side. And it was exactly the same.
So we don't have any rope, but we should find a way to connect ourselves to one another. Maybe hold hands. I don't know. Of course, I'm not strong enough to really do a lot, but maybe there needs. Do we have enough belts or something that we can all connect ourselves in case
Did they
something?
give were belts part of the uniform?
Outfits. Is there anything like that already on the outfit?
So when you start looking your outfits over, you realize that there is a hidden silk rope within your outfit that you can pull out.
Unless you're well, she'll pull it out.
She starts pulling it out.
That's
It's 25 feet. And each one of you has this in your outfit.
And one fucking thing you need a rope for.
all kinds of things. Rope's useful for all kinds of things.
Oh, sorry, I thought that was out of character. I just can't help but do that quote every time somebody brings up rope.
Well, that was handy, she says.
She'll tie it to herself.
Okay.
She'll look at Seraphina. She'll hand her the other end of the rope since she's the one standing right next to her.
She'll take
And then
it.
she'll turn and take the other side and hand it to Scald.
She'll take it.
Iris will say we should have the big guy hold on to the rope back here if any of us are moving anywhere.
You just pull us back.
Herself between Scald and Maui,
Okay.
in between the two of them.
All right. So like this.
Yeah.
Okay.
She'll tie it,
All right.
or she'll put it around her waist and tie it, and then
I wonder if I get electrocuted for flying in this place.
What?
So I wonder if I get electrocuted for flying in this place.
Well, they didn't show us that this time.
They did not.
So you all tie yourselves together and let the big guy hold the rope, or what?
Well, he should come with us for sure.
Well, he can tie on, but
Yeah,
we should move slowly, right?
absolutely.
Unless he's going to be an anchor to pull us, pull any of us back if he can, if we're in a situation. Suddenly cripples can't move.
So I do want to remind you that you said there's room around the outside. There seems to be a gap that goes all the way around, but at the same time, maybe that is a trap.
Well, let's think about this, guys. Let's not jump
Yeah,
in.
he'll actually. Well, I mean, he didn't tie off yet. He'll walk to that side while she's talking. To towards the upper part of the corner that's closest to the wall to see if they react or close the gap or anything like that.
They don't. They don't move at all.
They don't act like the front ones did.
No. Well, they come down, but they don't move to the wall.
Okay.
So in other words, all of them right now are down at about 3 feet. They all seem to react to you. It started with, these ones that are in the front areas right here. And then it just kind of spread this way, going out. Like that. And they all went down to about 3 feet.
Well, we can either try to crawl under them, or we can do our best to try and check for traps along the way. Anybody want to flip a coin or roll the dice?
I think somebody has a coin.
I can check for traps. Maybe we all should.
But yeah,
Yeah.
absolutely. Check for traps.
Where should we check?
It's a trap.
Well, I mean, it'd be
Aren't we in a big trap?
wall and floor. I mean, then again, we also should maybe look at the floor ahead of us if we're gonna crawl under for traps.
For sure.
Unless we want it to be springboarded up into a falling ball, that'd be wonderful.
I'll look ahead of us. Check traps. just
Okay.
right ahead of where we're talking
So-
about from, like,
So you right here, you're gonna look
this direction.
what, like this direction?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Oh, 9. You guys see that?
So-
Alright.
32.
So-
Tornado.
You see a pit trap directly in front of you that you think is, or I'm sorry, a pressure plated trap directly in front of you right here.
Ooh, hey guys,
Mhm.
there's a
Mhm.
pressure plate trap right there. Look, she'll point at it. Right there. You guys see it?
Well, that's fun.
Oh, I bet those are all over the fucking place.
So Alicia will look in front of her. 25. She makes it. She says there's one in front of her as well, right here. Can you guys see that?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Say, Gallius will go back like towards the wall and see if he can check in that direction to see if there's any traps that are.
So like this way over here.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
There we go. Wait, what is? Shit, hang on. All right. 50, what? Wait, 57? Okay, is that? Oh, no, I didn't make that.
Okay. You don't see anything over there. Iris will she'll come back there where you're at and look too. Uh, 24. She sees one over here in this area.
I'll go on
Just
the
that.
other side.
Okay.
It's safe spot. Look.
All right.
32. That is right on.
You see another
Right
one
on.
over here that's located right there.
Right here, guys.
So I'm going to go ahead and just make them brighter now that you guys know where they are. Those particular ones. That's what you see. Some sort of traps.
To look in between those as well.
Okay.
I'm just starting on this side and working my way around.
So like here
Mm-hmm.
and then here.
Yeah, so, well, yeah. Well, she's checking one side. Gallius will go up to the other side and try again.
Okay.
Go ahead. I'll wait. You're good.
Oh shit. Oh, 1? That's crazy. I never rolled that before.
Fuck yeah. Nice roll, man.
Oh, 1%. All right.
Nice
Definitely under.
Right there.
Mally's gonna look on the other side.
Wow.
Yeah. Wow. Holy shit.
Dang.
Serafino will go and look over, go by Mallory and look by the door. Because there's probably one there too.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, 5.
Really?
See it? I forgot to take my six-sider out from rolling my hit points, but yeah, 5. I'm so glad it's finally showing up.
So, goodness. Um, over there by the wall, you don't see anything. Just a torch.
And then in the middle, right there, in between the front two.
Right here.
Yeah.
Okay.
16. We're getting super lucky.
You guys are doing some trap finding fools.
Right there. Each one she finds, she'll call it out.
Yeah, I was gonna say every time they're found. Well, I don't think crawling through that's gonna be a fun option.
Yeah, that's not the answer.
It doesn't look like there's one over here.
She'll walk over there and
You don't see one
Don't
right
see
where
one?
she looks. No,
Okay.
just for sure. At least in this area right here.
doesn't look like
Well
there's
then,
direction, you guys.
well then we could all single file it and all be looking out for traps one at a time.
We should probably, crawl. Maybe. I don't know.
I don't know if I can stick close to the wall, crawl, and keep my wings in.
Okay.
I guess it's like a 5-foot gap. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm
about 5 foot gap.
gonna look up
Guess
at
I
the
could wrap them around myself.
What?
I'm gonna look up at the ceiling.
Okay.
What does it look like?
The chains that are attached at the ceiling seem to go into holes that are in the ceiling, and obviously they go up and down. But you don't see anything else odd up there.
Actually, fuck it. Gallius is gonna try taking to flight and seeing if they react to him if he gets higher.
Okay. Where Gallius right there. Okay. So Gallius, you're right here and you fly up and these balls start to move up when you fly up in that area where you're at. So we're talking all these that are right here.
Interesting. And
So
like, as he goes higher, they come higher.
Yeah. And you're flying and nothing's happening to you. You're flapping your
Yeah.
wings and nothing's happening.
Like somebody walk underneath me, please.
Seraphina will go over there and walk under him.
Okay. Seraphina comes and walks underneath you, and they don't change. They stay up where you're at. The ones behind her or behind these over here, they stay down at 3 feet. It's these right here that are reacting to you now. Before, when they came down, they reacted. All of them reacted. All of these reacted. Now, as you're flying up, it's only these in this area right here that are reacting.
Turn around and look at the walls that are right there, like where the torches are and stuff.
Okay.
Look like there might be a lever of some kind or a mechanism. Like essentially maybe something that would
So-
control the ball.
So where are you looking?
Let's start on the north side.
Okay. So, like in this area here,
Yeah.
heading this way.
Yeah.
All right. You look along here.
Huh?
Okay. Roll.
What do you want me to roll? Trap.
Five traps.
18.
You don't see one
Okay. The other side?
in the same area. Okay.
Yeah.
On the other side. There.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay.
You don't see any. You see
I
no
forgot
numbers
to
in those
switch
two
your camera. I
areas.
switched my camera. I promise you I didn't touch it. But here. I didn't touch it. There it is.
I believe. I'm a believer.
You don't see.
Okay. Now I want to check. This is like an archway, right?
No.
No.
No. It's a 20-foot tall ceiling that's flat.
There's just a door, so like around the door.
So
Where
when
we
he
walk in.
flies up, he can't fly any higher than 20 feet.
Right.
He flies up and they move up when he moves up, but they're still relatively close to you guys that are in the circle.
Yeah.
Falls up.
She would say, I was just wondering if there was a way to control these things, like a lever or something. I don't see one though.
Maybe on the other side.
Dim light.
Uh,
Who knows?
Lissy will say, I wonder if it's picking up the bigger one. I wonder if big guy here, Bjorn, if he walks up, if those will lower down away from you up there, Gallius.
That was gonna be my next question. If someone, no offense, could be a little larger, could walk underneath me.
He will.
Okay. So he comes up underneath Gallius and you see them move down to where he's at. And they free up the space up above where you're at up there. It's still, there's still only 7 feet from you, but they move down.
Interesting. So that would work for this first section of balls right here, but what about the ones that are further out?
Well, I mean, does he notice anything on the ceiling besides just that the holes that they're going in and out of, like above them? Is there another symbol? Like nothing?
No. But you know that, you might even be able to reach out and grab the chain. You don't know. You know what I mean? And they might zoom up. You don't know.
Yeah.
You're not sure how high they'll go up. Like, is there 3 foot above the ceiling? Like, there's 3 foot at the bottom? You don't know.
Well, I could at least try to give people more breathing room to start along the wall and check for traps. If that's the route we want to take, considering we're surrounded by wonderful pressure traps.
And I'm sure that there's way more of those out further where we can't see.
Oh, I'm sure it's covered.
And I'd be careful of these walls. I can tell you there's none right here, but further along, who knows?
Yes, it will say so. We know there are no traps right here on these walls. We could maybe climb on those walls. Maybe.
It's an interesting idea.
Worth a shot.
I feel like we're being drawn into a trap. She says,
Well, yeah.
like, what is the most obvious way? It
Well,
would
at this
seem,
point, the most obvious way, and before, would have been the walls because there's so much space.
yes. So that seems very
Hell,
suspect.
for all I know, one of these pressure traps could shut these damn things off. Who knows?
You know, it could. You might be right.
So you're saying trying to activate one of them and seeing if it shuts it off?
Or at least seeing what it does.
How?
How are we going to do that?
That's the question.
I have a torch.
Ah,
There are also torches over there on the walls we could get too if we need to.
there are.
There we go. Throw a couple torches out there, see what happens.
You want to do that?
You know, throw your torch.
Your dice cam's still on, does.
Yeah, I'll take out my. I mean, where do we want to throw it at? Which one?
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Well,
Why is there an odd number? Let's see. I would say.
let's see, yeah, there's 7. Oh, 7 of us, 7 traps. That's nice.
Yeah.
One to kill each of us.
What was it that Zara Alpi said at the beginning? What exactly did she say? No, I did this last time.
You did do this last.
What
time.
exactly was it that she said? I'm going back to what our instructors and teachers are telling us.
Retrieve the gemstone. And that this will test your instincts and encourage cooperation. You're going to smell.
Just to smell like death.
It's yes, slightly, and it's coming from that central hub where you guys were. It's not as bad in here.
Try to smell past.
But in here, you can smell electricity in the air, and you smell just ever so slightly something that's poisonous. Like it makes you kind of like cough just a little bit. You're like, what the world?
It's,
Like some kind of poison.
she kind of crinkle up her nose and she looks at everybody and she's like, guys, number one, I smell poison. And I can smell electricity in the air.
Well, that's concerning, but I haven't been zapped yet, so that's a plus.
I'm just telling you, and there's poison in this room. I smell it.
Missy, I will say you have not left the circle yet either.
I can tell you it's in the air. It's not coming from anywhere. The electricity smell is just. So I would be careful.
That's fair.
So we are completely surrounded by traps.
So he'll lower back down. Is somebody going to throw a torch?
You fly back down?
Yeah.
Okay.
You're on the move, so you can leave.
I would just fly towards the center or whatnot. I don't have to.
Okay.
So where do we want to throw these torches, and should we try to get some of these other torches on the wall? Or just test one out and then go from there?
Well, we could test one out to see what happens.
I think that's a good idea.
Okay.
You guys still there? You still there, Des?
I am. I'm still here.
Okay.
All right, so choose one of them and let's see what happens. That's Alicia.
Shit.
Alicia.
Just toss one out there. Number 2. Throw it at number 2. There you go.
There you go.
Well, going from what direction?
The top.
Okay, so that one.
Yeah. Why not? Everybody back up.
Yep. Back the hell up.
All right,
Serafina will go back behind the door,
okay,
stand behind his leg.
okay.
I'm gonna get away from the edge of that circle.
She'll move in too if you do that. What do you
Yeah,
do?
looks-
Skull? Skull?
Yeah.
Are you going to move in or throw the torch? What are you going to do?
That's why I was asking where. I asked where they wanted me to throw the torch at.
Right,
Yeah, the second one from the top.
right there.
Oh, I'll throw it at the second one.
Are you going to do it from there or where are you going to go? You going to.
Move in with her.
Maybe. How far away is it?
So each square is 5 feet. So it is about 10, 12 feet away from you.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna throw it.
Okay. Roll a 20. Use your dexterity missile to throw it.
Okay. I got a 17. Let me get my notes.
Okay.
My dexterity's 18, so the missile's +2.
So 19.
19.
Okay.
Nice throw.
So when you do that, it hits it, and that ball right there, and the ones that are behind it, stop spinning or stop moving from side to side.
Oh.
She's gonna start counting in her head.
Okay.
So that trap went off. Is it still on?
And when the torch lands on that pressure plate, electricity erupts on the floor right there. It just keeps shocking the floor in that area. But those balls stop going, stop moving. And they're just chains that go to the ceiling, and they're about 3 feet off the ground right now.
It's the electricity I sound.
Now the question is, do I want to try and fly a path over there to see if I could bring people over, or if I'm going to get shocked in the face as soon as I leave this circle?
You could throw another torch to see if it goes through it to the other side.
It's approximately 15 feet across that area that is trapped. So,
Gotta have one hell of an arm.
let's see here. Should be visible to you. You know, approximately 15 feet right there
It's hard to see past the light.
because it's white.
Yeah.
The other thing we need to think about is traps being on the outside of these balls.
Agreed.
Because I don't want you to like fly over that with one of us and set us down or have a trap.
Well, I was hoping to check for traps before ever setting down, but
Lucy will walk over here and she says, so we should be able to get that torch over there on the wall, correct? There's no traps.
Good.
I didn't see any. I know Serafina and Iris checked it too. I didn't see any.
You guys got the rope?
Got it.
Hold on to it. She'll step off right here and then slowly walk over to here and pull the torch off the wall. And then she'll walk back with the torch.
All right.
You want me to throw it past the area that you wanted to go?
yeah, if you can make it to that other side.
I'm not, maybe somebody else,
I mean, the big guy can throw it.
or somebody somebody
Or I
beside.
mean, I can throw it where I'm trying to get it, I suppose.
Okay. She'll hand it to you.
All right. Let's give it a chuck. I can't.
All right.
Well,
Go
let's
ahead.
go on. There we go.
You're gonna try to
Fuck
talk.
you, a crit? Really?
Nice. Nice.
All right. So where are you attempting to throw it?
You fucking.
Where were you
Yeah, I mean,
like on the ground
yeah.
here or past there?
I mean, he was trying to kind of land it. I mean, if he could throw it and let it land and slide so it would hit from like past that trap to where it is now.
Okay. Yeah, you can do that. It slides on the ground and nothing happens, man. Nothing invokes or nothing appears over there in that area. It's just laying on the floor right there.
Well, all right. At least there doesn't appear to be a trap on that side.
Lycia's like, well, if you go over there, if you fly over there, we need to all kind of figure out how to get across this.
I
I
just
mean,
don't
I
know
don't
how
know.
the big guy's gonna get across.
Yeah, I don't know if I can carry unless we try it together.
We could try together.
Lycia's like, we might be able to reach this ball right here and get on the chain and maybe swing it across.
Well, we could definitely try.
I mean, the big guy could probably push it if we could. I mean, it looks like it's 3 foot above that. So if he could reach out and push it,
We could
and
kind of pull it towards him, yeah, and let him hold it. And
you're on top of it, holding onto the chain, we might be able to get onto the other side and jump down.
Gallus will take flight again and ease over to try and grab the chain of that ball.
Okay. You fly over and you can easily grab it. You're right here. You can easily grab it.
And kind of pull it back to so I mean,
Okay.
so it can be grabbed by the big guy if he wants to grab it.
Okay. What's your strength?
16.
Make a strength check.
$15.
Okay. You pull it back to about right here. You want to grab it? All right. So he steps over and he grabs it. He's got a hold of it.
Pull it back a little further.
Okay. So they have to step back a little bit, but yeah, you can pull it back. It starts to get higher as you pull it back a little bit, but yeah.
They step on his knee or something. Use him as a step ladder.
Lycia's like, okay, well, goes nothing, and she will climb up onto the ball.
Wing it.
Okay. All right. The ball swings, and you could push it to about right there, and then it starts coming back, and she stays on it. It's like a swing. It's just going like this.
Swing it a little harder.
Okay. Gallius, you're still flying, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so she starts swinging it harder. It gets to here, and she tries to move from it to the next one.
And he'll kind of, I mean.
And let me make a dex check for her. She does it. She lands on the other one, and she just standing on top of it, a hold of the chain right there.
No.
And, okay, you're gonna try to catch the ball. It's got spikes on it, so
Well, I'm at the chain, but
okay, you grab the chain. All right,
switch over to.
you can easily grab it. It doesn't require to hit or anything.
So Gallius will, well, he's got a hold of that one, fly over the trap and to where, God, why can I not ever remember her name? I don't know what it is.
Lycia.
God.
Lycia. All right, so you're flying right here.
And then he'll, kind of, well, he'll move out of the way so the ball doesn't come at him when,
Like there.
Yeah.
Okay.
That way, if anybody.
She looks at you, and she looks down, and she'll jump down to where that torch was.
All right. He's just there in case anybody is going to swing over and tries to make a jump. He can at least, grab and help.
Okay.
Help bridge them to the chain.
All right. So she'll get on next, and it starts going, and she'll swing and try to catch onto that ball, just like everybody else did, and she does. And then she will jump down right there next to you guys. Okay. Ball will swing you.
What'd you say, Des?
I said Scold will fly over there.
Okay. You fly this way.
Yeah, the same way that,
All
and
right,
out
so
of the way of the ball.
over here.
Yeah, I'll land by the torch.
Okay. All right. Make a dex check to catch under this ball.
Yes.
Okay. And then you jump down. You jump down right here.
Yeah, it almost landed on 20, and then it turned at the last fucking second. That was wild.
Okay, now it's the little one. You gonna do it?
Or actually, can I go and see if I can just fly her across myself since she's small?
You probably can. So you fly back and pick her up.
I'll ask her if she would like me to fly her over.
Yes, please. She'll look back at Bjorn and she'll say, "Can you swing that and jump on it at the same time?"
I'll set her down.
Okay.
I can try it.
Or do you need?
If you need us, Scald and I, to try to hang on to the chain and to let you climb up on it and then swing through.
You think you can grab the chain and just lift yourself and swing across?
Try.
It's like one of those big tires.
Like Tarzan. Yeah, so you get here, you couldn't try to make a dex check to grab a hold of that chain.
I'm just gonna drop to the floor.
Okay, you're gonna drop the floor right here?
Uh-huh.
Okay, so this ball, when you drop to the floor,
Uh-huh.
is gonna go like this, and then it's gonna come right back at you.
He's
Move out of the way.
Hey,
Where is he gonna step out of the way at?
left a little bit out of the way of those, but
Yeah, Gallius would have moved back out of the way as he was the last one to swing anyway.
Okay, so you're still flying?
Yeah,
All right, where are you gonna fly? Like right here above them?
yeah, just to the other side of the torch.
if that's the case, then he would have gone that way.
The other side of the torch? Okay. You're flying right here. All right, so you can jump. So everybody manages to get over there to that side.
We should.
I'll be back over here.
Holy shit.
All right.
All right, so you're still counting or no?
No.
Okay.
I guess we better start checking for more traps.
Okay.
Yep.
So where do you check?
Just-
I mean, right next. I was gonna say right next to them, like kind of in that area.
Okay.
Same.
All right.
Go ahead.
Barely. Holy shit. Well, I
Go.
guess I was. Yeah.
Okay. So we'll start to the left side. You're looking around and right here up against the wall,
Mm-hmm.
there's a big hole that has no skulls on it or no bones on it. And then you start to look and you look up into the ceiling area right here. And up straight up in the ceiling right there, you see what looks like a piece of rock that is just sitting up there in the ceiling area. It's a little bit bigger than these balls.
All right. A hole in the wall, rock in the ceiling. That's
Yep. And then who else is checking?
I was gonna check too.
Okay.
I know what that is. I know what that is. Do you say something?
yeah. I said that out loud.
Yeah.
Okay.
She would say that rock probably falls, smushes you into that hole.
So you're going to check up here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, something. Can you see that? Hold on. Can you see it?
Yeah.
Can you see it? It's a fucking 07.
Okay. So
Holy shit.
you're looking.
Wait, no, I'm so sorry. 57. I'm blind. I don't know. 57. I missed it.
All right. You miss it. So you're looking up in this direction. You don't see anything.
Observation?
Alicia will look.
Two.
She doesn't see anything.
19.
You see a hole in the wall right here that's about this big around.
She'll point at it.
And it seems to be pointing directly, at you guys. The hole. It's just like that.
Oh. She'll point right at it.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a hole. Look at it. Maybe a spike or something?
Could be.
Just kind of kneel down.
Okay.
There's no. Yeah. And there's no.
Is it like, does it go down? She'll look at that wall like in a line down.
If you look at it in a line down, it pretty much is at eye level or chest level of anybody that's standing down on the ground. Gallus, you're flying above it, so okay, you kneel down. Alicia will too, and she'll actually step right here away from the line of sight of it. These balls that are over here on this side, I didn't mention this, but they lower down to your level.
Get on our level.
All right.
There's the hole in the-
So, to the west, I want to check for traps there.
Okay. Well, you know there's whatever that thing is in the ceiling.
Right.
Yeah, I was gonna say I just didn't see any way what the trigger for it was.
The trigger.
Yeah, it's in this area right here. The hole in the wall and up on the ceiling. But you don't see any trigger. You want to look for a trigger?
Yeah.
Okay.
15? You see that? No.
So,
Sort of.
Yep.
there's a slight discoloration in the floor that runs like a line right here.
There it is. Found it. Here's the trigger.
Fair enough.
Or something.
And it's on the floor.
It's on the floor. Right there. Discolored right there. You guys see it?
Yep. Well spotted.
I could pee on that. That would mark it.
Alicia says there's a discoloration right in front of us. Right here. It looks to be some sort of pressure plate, like probably a foot away from me.
Step on that.
She points it out. She goes,
Yep.
that was close.
Try to look and see what it activates.
You look around and you don't see anything, but there is that hole in the wall.
Oh, right there.
Yeah, it's probably that.
There is a hole right here.
Stabby hole.
This place seems to be littered with traps.
Do we know? We can't tell how big the boulder is.
No, it's a little bit bigger than the iron balls that are swinging back and forth. So yeah, you can tell, you can see it. It's up in the ceiling.
Because if you also trigger a trap and it falls down, then we can climb on it. Just a thought.
Can I go through and trigger all their traps?
Maybe.
So Alicia starts looking in the ceiling all around. You know, she does a scan in the ceiling.
It's a good idea.
She'll tell you guys there's another one. If you look up in the ceiling, she says there's another one over here.
Yes.
And you see a hole in the wall there as well. And then next to it, you guys will see another hole right there.
So yeah, he'll look.
This hole is as big as the stone. This hole right here matches this hole.
Well, all right then.
24. So Iris will say there's another one there, and she points over here. And you guys see another hole in the wall.
So what do you guys think from here?
Hmm.
Is it setting off the traps?
Iris says there are traps everywhere. If we're missing any,
Yeah, we're in trouble. If we miss
Yeah.
anything,
we
we're in
really
trouble.
need to take a look around and make sure before we move any farther.
Maybe
Or
not.
if we do set them off, and then it's a multi-trigger trap that one sets off another or anything like that, just as secondary measures.
Yeah. And we need to figure out a way to mark it too so that none of us accidentally set them off. Or something.
I don't really have any paint.
Let's just stay together and move as a team and not move as careful as possible.
Sounds good to me.
Pick up the torch and hand it back to Skull.
Okay.
Broken mark.
You hear me? It's called.
I did. Thank you very much.
It's a different torch.
I know, but she still.
Different torch. Same thing.
Yeah.
Same.
So he'll fuck. Where was the first line? Heading west?
So the first line heading west is right here.
He'll kind of slowly fly over it and hover above it. Kind of make himself a marker.
Okay.
Does she smell? Does it smell like she's closer to where the poison is?
It does.
See, guys, we're closer. We're closer to where the poison is. It's probably if there's spikes in that wall, poison on. It smells stronger over here.
Very much so. I'm hovering above the first line that we've seen so far.
That one that you're hovering above is the stone is right above. Well, not right above you, but above you.
Yeah.
You know, located over here in this area.
Tread carefully. Please.
Lycia's like, well, we can barely squeeze by right here, and then we can't go any further. I mean, you see the trigger. How big is it? How large of an area?
Well, that's what I'm. Yeah, I mean, it was pointed out. So, I mean, can you tell from especially hovering above it how large the?
So you think that it's probably about 2 foot wide, and it's right here. So they could jump over it.
It's about a 2-foot gap with me in the center of it.
What about immediately on the other side of it? Is there anything there?
From what I can. What'd you say?
So, is there immediately on the other side of it where we would be jumping? Is there
He'll check.
Okay.
Just send a hope and a prayer to get under 57, folks. We can do this. Oh, 05. How about 05? 05 is nice.
Fuck
You
yeah.
don't see anything. The only thing you see is located right here. There's nothing right here.
So there's nothing on the immediate side, but there is another one further along.
All right. She'll move up next to Alicia.
Alicia will move right to the edge and ask you where it's at, so she knows where.
And he'll point it out. Yeah, he'll point it out to everybody what he can see as they come along.
All right, she'll take a jump across it.
Come on, guys.
You're flying, so
Yeah, is you still carrying?
are you going to still carry her?
Trying to jump on.
Okay. All right, big guy.
She will. If you'll let her, she'll just jump up on your shoulder.
I can just step across. So
That sounds so cool.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen in my life.
All right, you step over it.
She'll sit down up on her shoulder
Okay.
and then hold her like behind her neck and hold on.
Oh my god. She holding on to her headband.
Yep.
That's amazing.
So you
I don't want
fly over here.
Yeah, where everybody.
Okay.
I'll hover with her.
Okay.
And Gallus will move to the next spot.
All right. So you fly over here right above the next one. When you see it, you can tell them where to go and where not to go, and the party can move over to the other side. So you got
Everybody-
out of a danger currently. Now you can check again. You can start looking around in front of you guys again.
That's what I was thinking.
So you're gonna look this way.
Yeah.
Right in here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Towards the chest. Go ahead.
It's a good thing about having a bunch of assassins, huh?
60.
07 and 01. They don't see anything right here in front. So there's nothing here, and nothing here.
You said, oh, you guys passed the checks?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll just hover and follow, and just kind of keep observing, ceiling to see if there's any obvious stones that are on the ceiling and things like that.
Okay.
Full default.
Well, there's obviously a stone, that you guys detected where that line was. That's right here.
Yeah, I meant moving forward, like anything that's obvious, like overtly obvious on the ceiling, until we get to spots where we need to check again.
All right. So you guys are looking. You don't see anything. You make it to that point right there. You're gonna look in front of you again. Everybody can check again.
Yep.
For traps.
Oh, I missed it that time. 82. 92. Oh, shit.
Holy shit! Oh wait, I'm good.
Nice.
You guys don't see any traps located directly in front of you.
14.
In this area right here.
Shit. Come on. Get
A rock and roll team.
Okay. So you guys move forward one more area.
Yeah, there you go.
All right. Now where are you going to check? Just a direct path towards this here.
So I'm gonna look at this back wall over here and see if I notice anything interesting, out of place.
You're talking about over here.
Yeah, I know it sounds weird, but I don't know. It just seems like the
Hey.
center of the room right there is the obvious.
Either in the room we're in. What do you mean? It sounds weird.
That's a long way away.
So I can't see back there.
That's about 135 feet away. I did brighten things up a little bit for you guys. If I was to put the exact time of day, or here you go. That's kind of what it looks like.
Wait,
So when you look back in this corner over here, you will see torches on the walls, like there were on the other side.
okay. I was just thinking, like,
Located right here on the wall.
she mentioned that there's a torch on the wall back there. I don't know if we're gonna need that, but what I was thinking,
Sure.
that middle just seems like the obvious answer. So I was checking to see if there's anything else that seemed out of place that wasn't the obvious answer. You know what I mean?
I mean, I could fly over there and take a closer look if you're concerned
good.
about it.
You're good.
I just feel like it's an obvious space to try and sneak around the long way to come from the backside. That's obviously still probably full of traps. Speaking of traps, what's dead ahead, folks?
Right? Check
All right,
again.
you can check in front of you.
Made it.
Lot 3.
61. I missed it.
Well, two of us got it. So.
For all those fucking O's
Right.
that I rolled.
Gallius,
Uh-huh.
you see a line that runs right here.
Almost like a pressure plate or just a line?
It could be a pressure plate. You're not sure. It's just a line in the floor.
Good point. There's a
And the big guy, you made yours, right? You see another line right here that goes like this.
Point it out.
there's a full box dead ahead of us.
It's like in the shape of a square.
Yeah, it's square shape. I don't know if it's a pressure plate or a drop box. I don't know what it might be.
Okay, you look up, you don't see anything.
So got a torch?
I still have my torch. thanks to Bones.
Oh,
I mean, we might want to. I mean, everybody might want to back up a little bit if we're gonna try and set it off. But
yeah.
She'll reach out and hand it to Gallius.
Yeah,
oh, gee, thank you. So excited. Is everybody gonna back up, or are you gonna
Yeah, back up a little bit.
follow the same path, folks?
Right.
all right. You gonna throw it onto the area that you saw right there?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna back up a little. Like, where was the line? Because I felt like I was standing, like, flying right in front of it. So I don't.
So the line is right here.
I think we're back
Okay.
up just a smidgen.
All right. I guess we'll give it a toss.
She said we were gonna back up.
Got to there.
Should be good.
Looks
Hopefully.
good.
All right. Roll a 20. Add your dex bonus.
6. Shit, that was a lower roll, but 6. But so 12 total. Or. 11,
Okay.
Yeah. 11, yeah.
All righty.
Lazy ass torch, catch up.
Yeah, there it is, right there. All right. So the torch lands right here. And as soon as the torch hits the floor right there,
Mm-hmm.
We all done.
a pit trap opens up.
I told you it was a drop box. Called it.
And when it opens up, it closes right back just like it did before.
Fun.
Yeah, this will kind of. He'll fly towards it again and see if he can detect, see if there's a trap beyond it as well. Like if it's gonna go, if he thinks it's gonna go all the way around
Okay,
this
so
area.
I see something.
flies up to here.
Yeah.
All right. So I will show this and turn it on, even though it's going back and forth. I will turn it on so you're aware of where it's at, because you already know where it's at.
Yeah, that's no less terrifying. Gonna get you.
Dude, the bat, he's doing something weird.
What?
Matt keeps doing this weird glitch thing. Yeah.
There's a lot going on there, man. There's lightning bolts over here. There's bouncing balls. There's
So where are you gonna look, Gallius?
like directly across from it, like across, basically the other side of it. Yeah, to see if there's like consecutive traps. Like that. Like there was one to the west of it, so is there one to the south of it, basically?
Right. Are you gonna fly around it, or you?
Yeah, I don't feel comfortable flying directly over it.
Okay, she's gonna fly.
Well, I
right
guess
there.
is it? I mean, if it's closed, I would be less nervous because I'm just looking at it as a person.
Are you gonna look right here?
Yes.
Okay, go ahead.
What the fuck is that? Oh, 60. Yeah, I didn't make that one.
Okay, you don't see anything.
I'm not seeing anything on the other side. But
So can we move up?
What's her? Scoldle will move up to see if maybe her and Serafina can see anything.
and how much space was between that one and the other one we found?
Um. So the other one that you found is located right here. So there is space between it.
All right, while they're checking, he'll go to the other side, like towards kind of like in between, like where that path would be. Nice.
Can you see it? Wait.
An
Um,
8?
Show the other one to you because you know where it's at.
All right.
Oh,
And let me brighten it up a little bit for you because it's
rolled
pretty damn dark. You roll what?
I know, wait.
Okay.
Nice roll, man.
Beautiful.
Cute.
We could walk between them.
Well,
We can walk along and around this one because I don't. That one. That doesn't look like a big enough gap for another trap, but that one looks like a big enough gap for a second trap.
yeah.
That's what you see.
Well, if you law,
In between these two right here.
So you're gonna check right here.
Yes.
Okay.
Oh, 3.
Hey, that was my number.
You do not see any
She would say, I'm for sure that there's no traps right there.
right here.
I don't see any. Dude, I found my new percentile, guys. Fuck yeah. Those guys.
right?
Walk between.
Be careful.
Okay.
Be careful.
So they walk between.
Yeah, I mean, Gallies is gonna fly over towards the not on the treasure, but close to the treasure chests, trying to join the group.
I would go right behind him, and then I would want to check for traps
Yeah, that's what I was
again.
Come up next to Bjorn.
All right, where you guys checking? You see
around the chests.
right in front of you. You see 3 chests. What's on the floor is some sort of vault, and then you see 2 chests that are open, or 3 chests that are open on the south side here. One of those chests has a box in it. The other 2 have gemstones in it. So that's what they look like. So you're going to check around the chests, or
For me, I'm going to check the area to see if they can even like get over there before we start examining. I guess the other.
okay, so like right here and right here.
That's what I was thinking, like right,
Right here?
in there.
Go ahead and make your rolls. You got enough people and enough.
12.
Yeah.
Fuck, I didn't make that one.
I got a 12. Did you see mine? I thought he called mine.
I rolled a double. I rolled a
I did not do so good that time.
Okay.
hundred.
So
Madam Disarray's come in.
you don't see anything here, here, and here.
So walk closer to the chest so
Madam
people
Disarray.
can come out
So
between
I
us.
can see her, so that was fine.
Yeah, I don't know what happened.
Yeah,
All right.
it's a good on mine.
You walk closer, they'll come up here behind you, of course. So
There she is.
the 2 of you and Serafina are not tied on, but these 4 are still tied on. Right?
Yeah.
Okay. All right, so you can walk right up to about right there. You guys are still flying.
Yeah, he's gonna go and check the vault for a trap.
You know,
They fly up above it and check.
you might want to inside of the ropes, guys.
What?
Stay close.
You think?
What'd you say?
I don't know. She was suggesting we might want to untie the ropes because these are pit traps.
Oh, sorry.
When it fucks up, we could pull everybody into the pit trap.
You know, pull me in.
You would pull us in.
Made that one.
Okay.
No, she could not pull you in. Definitely not.
I'll fly closer.
Wait more than all you buy.
So right here, Gallius,
Uh-huh.
you see that there's some sort of pressure plate on the floor right there.
All right. I'll point that out.
Okay, just in case. Trying to move, but
Sure, there's probably, I mean, in my opinion, there's probably pressure plates all the way around this vault.
to hold on to the rope. There's something holding on to it.
So
he'll,
you're
just
just going to check
What?
all the way around?
I mean, he was just going to assume there was pressure plates all the way around and check kind of observe the vault itself.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean,
So as
now
you
you
start,
roll for observation if you want first, just to kind of observe the vault and then roll for traps. But
okay, you're looking around the vault, and it looks like there are lines all around the vault. Now that you've gotten close,
yeah,
it looks like there are multiple traps located all around this thing.
yeah, this central vault is completely surrounded.
Yeah, and then of course to the south there's that whatever there's a box or a plaque or something that's inside this chest, located to your south down.
It's like a plaque. I mean, he'll kind of hover down and see if it's like, what it is. If it's like a plaque with words on it, or if it's
So when you get close to it, you realize there are words written on it. It's a plaque inside that chest, and it says, "Riches lie in the heart of greed, but wisdom sees through hollow gold."
riches lie in the heart of greed, but wisdom sees through
See
hollow gold.
hollow gold.
Riches lie in the heart of greed, but wisdom sees through hollow gold. Any guesses? Anyone?
Alicia will say, "So there are gemstones in those chests, and that's what we're supposed to retrieve is a gemstone." But I have
A
a
gemstone.
feeling that those are decoys.
Yeah, those are.
So
Yeah.
we need to find the gemstone. Do you think it's in that vault, or
Well, hollow gold. This is a golden vault. Vaults are hollow.
so maybe not?
Or, I mean, okay.
This chest right in front of Bjorn. What's it made of?
Wood, and it's got what looks like moss on it.
She'll come up next to Bjorn, like right next to him, but not in front of him.
So you don't think the vault is hollow gold?
Well, if it's hollow, then wouldn't that mean that we? I don't know. What do you think?
I don't know if it's a play on words or stating the obvious. Think as a Mast is playing on words.
Riches lie in the heart of greed, but
Yeah.
wisdom sees through hollow gold. So that makes me feel like I don't know. Are we seeing through hollow? But in other words, is this just not? Should we not be looking here in this golden vault, or maybe we should? Maybe that's
She'll turn and look at the back.
okay. All right, you're really not close.
Fuck, I'm not. Never mind.
It's the same distance for the most part. It's way off over here, about 115 feet away from you. But there's torches all along the outside wall.
Is that wooden chest? Is it trapped?
You can look at it.
I have no idea what they.
Hold on.
No, 77. No.
You don't see a trap. Alyssa will look at Alicia will look. She says, "I don't see one." Okay.
Nah.
You don't see one either.
So what was it? Riches lie in the heart of gold,
She'll
No,
come up
no.
here. She'll come up here and look too.
or in the heart of greed.
But wisdom sees through hollow gold.
It was
I don't see one either. She says on that chest.
There's been traps fucking everywhere. I don't believe that for a second.
He's gonna punch it.
Okay.
She's back up.
Everybody else a bag.
All right. So roll 20.
No idea what it is. 15 plus 7.
All right. That will hit. When you punch it, flames shoot up, and you see arrows start darting right at the ball, out of thin air. They don't go any farther than they ball. They just hit the ball.
Good job.
Well, fuck. Glad I was over here, asshole.
Oh, guys.
Good punch, though. Good punch. This vault is very distracting.
Above the ball.
Nothing above it. What?
Said this vault is very distracting.
It is. That's what Alicia says. It seems
Yeah.
very, very distracting.
So let's think about this, guys. Where else would we need to look?
Can you? So that damn chest that you found the inscription in.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else on it? Is there anything?
I shall observe and also check for traps.
Okay.
The chest.
All
Other than
right.
just reading it, you know. Yeah. Got it. Trap wise. By far.
There's no traps on that chest.
The golden thing?
Going up to read.
There's no traps on it.
Okay.
On that chest.
All right.
Yes.
11
under.
It looks like it has some kind of combination on it.
Hey guys, what if it's a gem of wisdom in itself and it's just a fucking plaque?
I thought you just said that there was like a combination on something.
Yeah, there's a combination on the ball. Looks like it's a combination
I
lock.
was observing the vault.
Oh, okay, sorry.
So
No worries.
you check for traps. You have to check for traps to the south of the chest yet, but you check the chest itself.
Nope, nobody liked my idea.
What'd you say?
It was a very
I said,
clever.
I said, what if it's just a gem of wisdom we're looking for and it's just this fucking plaque?
I don't know. Maybe.
Can you get to it?
I was gonna say, maybe if you touch it, something will happen. Careful though.
Yeah, I mean he'll observe now, obviously further past the in front of the chest to see if there's more.
Like right here?
Yeah,
Okay, go ahead.
got it. 35. All right.
There's no trap.
All right. I mean, I'm not seeing any traps around it.
What about the chest itself?
No. You
Or in the chest. The chest is clear, and around the chest is clear.
Well, shit. What? Well, that might be it.
Shall I pick up this gem of wisdom?
Maybe look at the back of it too.
Yeah,
Maybe it's under
maybe
it.
that's it. Maybe you might be right.
All right, he'll grab it.
So you're gonna fly down and pick it up and just kind of hover.
Yeah.
Okay, you're able to pick it up out of the chest.
Is there anything on the back of it as he observes it? He looks around. Is there anything?
Yeah, on the back side it says the eye watches, holding truth unseen. Seek its gaze, not its wealth.
The eye watches truth unseen. Seek its
Gaze,
gaze,
not its
gaze,
wealth.
not its wealth.
Like the eye that's over there. Maybe
Over where?
front of the room.
Oh, you mean here?
Mhm.
Could be.
Say that again.
The eye watches, holding truth unseen. Seek its gaze, not its wealth.
Seek the eye's gaze.
Yeah.
What's above the
Maybe
What's above the eye?
On the ceiling, nothing. It's only 20 foot up, so, but I mean, it's hard to see. I mean, you look, it's a long way away from you, but it's only 20 feet up, so it's kind of like at an angle. But you don't see anything from where you're at right here, looking over here. You don't see anything.
Teacher lady looking in anything?
What's that?
Is teacher lady looking in any direction?
Teacher lady.
Zara.
Oh, Zara? She's way over here. She's just staring right at you guys. She doesn't seem to be looking at anything in particular.
You get nothing off of her. Nothing.
In the case, I mean, yeah. So it's just the two quotes. I mean, it's just I mean, the bud doesn't open or anything like that.
No. Iris says, so guys, the eye watches. So I'm sure that means that symbol, right?
Yeah.
What was the second half?
It holds truths unseen. So when you go in the eye, like we're in the eye now, right? It's all in there right now, right?
Are we supposed
So
to
if we just open our eyes and be back there and then see what it has to say?
It says seek its gaze, not its wealth.
So let's open our eyes. Maybe.
Well, is it all of us, or? And if you do you have to start all over again?
Well, I mean, teamwork wise, if I take the box back and then can let you know, and if not, then I can hopefully just fly back over.
Going
Hard to tell.
the same path you went before.
Yeah.
Alicia says, there are more eyes in this room than we can count.
What do you mean?
She looks at the walls, at all the skulls.
Oh shit.
Do the skulls seem to be looking in a central location?
No, they're all looking in various areas, you know. But I mean, yeah. But there are literally hundreds of skulls in this room along the wall.
Well, gang, we want to keep looking for eyes and searching for gazes.
Alicia says, well, you know, that's quite the chore to go all the way around the room and look at all these skulls, but maybe we should do that. Iris says, I think it has to do with the symbol at the front door.
I mean, it is the symbol of the syndicate and what we're supposed to.
It is, and
But we are giving ourselves to.
Yes. Here it says, I believe it holds the answer. It's basically telling us that the eye is watching and it's holding the truth unseen, and that we seek its gaze, not its wealth. So we're over here where the riches are. We should not be here. We should be
In the eye.
in the eye or somewhere where it's gazing or
Look above the symbol.
nothing.
We tried that.
Can't see it. Alicia says, I still believe that we should search the walls. I mean, we've gone around about a quarter way around, right? We've looked at the walls from here all the way to about there, right?
So far.
Maybe there's a different symbol on the opposite side that we just don't see yet.
Maybe.
Oh, that's an interesting idea.
Iris is like, guys, I really think it's that symbol, but I'm willing to do whatever you guys are wanting to do.
As long as we're careful, we can try both ideas.
Of
Yeah.
course.
I mean, here, I can open my eyes right now and then try to come back around with them closed if it doesn't reveal anything to me.
Okay.
If we're all in agreement, if that's what we want to try.
So we're supposed to cooperate, though.
What if
Yes.
we
It's
well,
like quick.
what if we use the rope?
To what?
To what?
Well, if we tie all of us together, but he opens his eyes, he'll still be tied to us.
Oh, that's interesting.
Alicia's like, that sounds scary. What will he drag us through those walls, or will we stay here? Or
She's holding on to the rope that she already died from herself. She's like,
Not really sure how that works.
nor do I.
Is there anything directly above the vault, by the way?
What?
Is there anything directly above the vault, like on the ceiling or anything?
No.
I already looked.
Oh, okay. I didn't know if you looked. Yeah.
Well,
We're supposed to retrieve the gem. Isn't that what she said?
Yes.
She said it would test our instincts and encourage cooperation.
our instincts. What does that mean?
I don't know.
Perhaps.
When I think instincts, I think like, sense of smell.
What does the other side say again? You turn it over.
Yeah.
Riches lie in the heart of greed, but wisdom sees through hollow gold.
What about that gold coin you got?
It was gold.
No.
Wasn't gold. I don't know what the hell it is, but it's not gold. Well, look, either we do what we're gonna do, or we're gonna go walk in a big square here. So,
Yeah.
like I said, we could still try to do both. I don't know what happens if I open my eyes and more secrets are revealed, and I can communicate with you, that guys still act as a team. I'm not gonna leave you behind. There's a sense of trust there. You guys have to trust me.
But she do both.
Okay.
Do it.
Yep.
We'll wait here.
All right. Open sesame.
Okay. You open your eyes and you're in the middle here, and none of this stuff that you none of them. You can't see any of them, and you can't see any of the traps that have been set off already. They do not appear to you. All these flames and the arrows and the pit traps that are over. None of this stuff where the balls are and where the lightning is. That's all still active. It's not frozen like it is here.
Gotcha. Interesting.
So you'd have to go completely redo everything if you wanted to travel with your eyes open.
All right. I mean, he'll look down at the box again to see if anything has changed or revealed or.
No.
All right. Well. Close my eyes again.
Okay. You appear back here. Not where you were.
Well, that was uneventful.
Nothing.
Nothing.
The traps were all unsprung. Couldn't see anything. I would have to if we opened our eyes, we'd have to recheck everything to make our way through again.
Were you still here?
Well, no, I was in the eye.
Oh.
Then when I closed my eyes, I was back here.
But you came back here instead of being back in the eye. That's new. Usually you go back to the eye when you close your eyes again. Not back where you were the last time you opened.
True. I mean,
Yes.
if you want me to fly around and go into the eye on this side with my eyes still closed, and try that.
It's just interesting. That's different.
No, I know. I'm just saying it's making it more difficult to check it on this side.
Was this fire and arrow stuff around the vault?
No, everything was like we just entered this room for the first time.
Did you look up?
Nope. I will be right back.
Okay, you go. Can you look up?
Yep.
Nothing. There's nothing there.
I'm having such a good time. It just takes a second to be like, okay, just get it together, man.
Let's see. I will look over at Skull and she'll say, can the two of you maybe fly and look at the skulls? I mean, so far there's been no traps in the air, right? I mean, we can all move slowly together, but I mean, maybe we should stay together. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe you shouldn't go by yourself. But I still think we should look along the walls because it's saying
by himself.
Well, we can, while he's doing something, we can look towards the walls.
right. It says the eye watches, holding truth unseen. Seek its gaze, not its wealth. We're over here by the money. We shouldn't be here. We should be somewhere else in this room. That's my feeling.
Sounds, I mean, one person's working on one thing.
Okay.
Could start looking to see what other traps are around this way leading towards the wall there.
Do you want to start where we left off and just start going around the room? So like we left off looking over here. If we know we can go back the way we came, right?
Mm-hmm.
So then we would just have to check traps and start going this way. And then we can go down this way. And just go around the room like that. Because we haven't seen the whole room yet.
Sounds good to me.
We should wait for him so that we're doing this as a team.
Okay.
That's fine. All right, so you're still over there. You don't see any of them currently. And you don't see anything on the ceiling. None of the traps are the way they were. Either they're all still moving.
Alrighty. He's gonna turn around and she's still just standing there staring off into space or staring at him.
She's looking at you right now.
Great. My favorite kind of gems. Wisdom gems. Thumbs up. He's gonna turn and close his eyes and meditate again.
Okay. You appear back over there by the flame.
Jack shit. Not a damn thing.
But at this point, she's probably just completely numb to it.
What?
I said at this point she's probably completely numb to any smartassery.
Yeah. Wasn't smart ass. He was being honest. Gems of wisdom. What's wrong with that?
All right.
So
Okay.
Head
start
back
checking the walls then.
that direction.
So unless you guys want to fly around to the symbol and land on it on this side of the whatever the fuck this illusion weird realm is, then we going with the wall. What are you guys doing?
Now let's check the wall like Louis Chef said.
I should have brought the rabbit. I could cook over fire.
All right. So you guys going to move as a group?
Yeah.
All right. So you head.
Gonna head right west, or are we going back around? Oh, we're gonna follow the path that we were the known path.
Yeah.
It
Rock
sounds
and
like
roll.
that feels like the right way to go. That place
Okay.
that we've already been through. You know.
Yeah, absolutely.
All right. So you guys head back to the way you came up to this area right here. When you get close to the wall, of course, you see there's skulls everywhere, but you don't see anything. You start checking for traps moving along the walls going this way, right?
Yep.
Okay.
16.
You do not see any traps directly in front of you.
Yeah, I don't see any here.
You don't see anything right here.
I'm just gonna keep on checking as we go.
Everybody's going to be checking, so
Ought 9.
don't see anything here.
He's gonna be looking at the walls with observation.
Okay, so you're going to look at the walls?
Yeah.
All right.
These are observation.
Damn. Ought 6. That's crazy.
All right. You guys make it to about here. You're looking at the walls. You don't see anything. Would you roll?
2.
Two. You don't see anything.
Should just keep doing that.
Okay, so you guys are going to just keep going along the walls. At that point, guys, this seems pointless. We're like just, I don't know. Seems pointless. What did you make your roll on that one?
16.
Yeah, I made it on that one too.
All right. You
I
both
made it 24.
You both see a glint over here, a bluish colored flash of a stone.
Is he still?
Interesting. Look at that eye.
Little one sees a stone.
Hold on, nobody freak out. Everybody
My question is, where is that eye looking?
fucking walk up and touch anything.
I don't know if we want to touch it or where is, I mean, is it looking directly to the fucking place we just were?
So it's looking off, this direction right here, but it is a gemstone, and it's in the socket of a skull. It's looking
Right at us.
It's looking to the fucking symbol.
It is. Alicia says, "That's it. That's it. I know it."
I would say that gemstone is looking to the important part of this entire puzzle.
So let's make sure it's not trapped, shall we?
Agreed.
Yeah.
Agreed. All right. So you guys start looking in.
Stones and skulls don't make for good company.
We made it.
You made one.
I did not make that one. That's crazy. That was high. That was bad. That was bad.
Okay. You guys all see that there's lines on the floor over here, several on the floor. Looks like 3 separate lines over here. As you look around, you think it possibly there might be a pit trap over here. You see electrical trap or a pressure plate.
All right. Does
You
anybody
think-
want to tie a rope around me and yank me back if anything happens?
Um,
What'd you say?
Does anybody want to tie a rope around me and yank me back if anything bad happens
you
from the air?
You also see what looks like a hole in the wall located right here.
If we set that trap off, boulder falls down in there. Sets off another trap.
Say it's a hole, or it's a spike that shoots out and
No.
stabs you in the face,
It's a small hole.
or an arrow. We've seen arrows. We've seen fire. We've seen probably spikes.
And so as far as you know, there's no traps up to this point right here. But in
All
that,
right.
there seems to be at least 3 possible traps.
I think I can hover above and at least check it for traps before I pluck it out. If anybody's ready to yank me back in the worst case scenario.
Yeah, tie a rope to you.
Okay. You guys tie a rope to him.
I think you should throw something up there.
What?
I think you should throw something over there.
She thinks
What-
we should throw something.
Yeah, I know. I guess we can grab a torch that's on the wall behind us and throw it.
We
It's more,
could.
more than one trap.
Anybody want to grab that torch?
Okay, it's located
Fly over,
right.
grab the torch.
Okay, it's located right here.
Okay.
You grab it and throw it onto the floor.
Is that what we're doing? Shadow team.
Might as well. It's what we've done before.
Yeah, it seems to this point.
So, yep.
All right, you throw it, and the traps, of course, invoke.
Get back up.
Gas comes spewing out of the wall over in that area.
Poison.
You back up.
Yeah.
Should cover her face.
Okay.
I'm just gonna pull the shawl up. It's part of the uniform.
Okay.
Oh, it is part of the uniform.
But
Good idea. Yeah, do that.
I don't know if it's poison proof, but
Well, fuck. How are we gonna get to it now?
so the gas doesn't stop going, huh?
Shit.
would
How
It's
high
a
up is the
small-
gas?
it's a small hole.
Yeah. It's about the size of
A bone.
a coin.
Oh.
About the size of a coin or a gemstone, or
The end of a torch.
end of a torch would be too big. But it could cover it maybe, but it might shoot out the side,
Gallius, or we'll kind of nod to approach a little bit carefully
Okay.
and see if he can ram a small bone in it that he has in his pocket.
Okay. You're gonna fly over here and try to ram a phone in the hole? Okay. That was very loud. I apologize. Galleys, let's see how good you are at doing that. I'm gonna need a to hit.
Yeah,
and I'm gonna need a dexterity.
Yeah, I'm braced so that
To hit with the dexterity.
I'm gonna need a to hit, and I'm gonna need a dexterity both.
Oh, okay. Okay. So it's a hit with like melee bonus or anything, or just a to hit?
Yeah, to hit with melee bonus. You're trying to hit the bone into it and shove it into it with enough force to keep it plugged with the gas coming out, but you also need to make a dexterity roll to make sure you hit the hole.
So
I gotcha. So 14 total for the hit,
All right.
and yeah, and I rolled under my dexterity. Well,
Okay. You seem to plug the hole. There is like a sound, a buildup.
If you're good,
yeah. So then he goes over. Yeah, he just goes over and checks for traps on the gem to not waste time, and
Okay.
kind of waves the old boy to make closer so we can yank him across.
Okay. You get to the gym. It seems to be stuck inside the skull pretty well. You try to reach in and pull it out.
Is there any traps on it? Did we already check that?
Go ahead and roll for traps. Sorry.
Dexterity check made. Made it.
Nice.
You made your traps.
Yes.
Okay. You don't see any traps.
Okay. Well, shit. I just pluck it out. I already got rid of my bone.
Okay. As soon as you try to pull it out of there and you touch it, you hear a whisper. You're not sure if it's a question or if it's a demand or what exactly it is, but you hear, "In the darkness, the syndicate thrives. In deception, truth is revealed. Speak its purpose."
oh come on, it's what you've been told the whole time.
Sacrifice self.
That's what you say?
Yeah.
The gem comes free.
Hot dog.
Your desk
He
gives
flies
sword.
back with the group
Yank him.
Okay.
and holds out the gemstone.
All right.
Hell
You
yeah.
guys seem to have gotten it. You backtrack?
Should we open our
Yeah,
eyes?
yeah.
Or are you just going to open your eyes?
In darkness. So I think maybe we should make it back to the eye before we open, to be honest with you.
Okay.
He said that everything goes back to normal. So we'd have to check for everything again.
All right. Yeah, let's do it.
Okay. So you guys know the way back. There's really no checks or anything to make until you get to this area right here.
We have to make a check. To
And
jump
you
from
got to
one
make
level to the
a
other.
one dex check to get across. He's going to hold the ball like usual. And everybody has to make one dex check, including him.
Well, Servina and I will fly
Yeah, I'll
across.
find it. Yeah.
All right.
No dex check for you.
No dex check for you.
Yes. Fuck.
Celia.
I rolled an 18. I'm
8.
so glad
Yes.
I got it. Oh my god.
That was close.
That was so scary.
She almost missed hers too. All right. So you're all able to get back to the center here. And soon as the last person is in the circle, it glows with magic. And you see Zara Khalid go. Congratulations. You have succeeded in your second try. Please come with me. And she starts walking down the hallway.
So I'm gonna follow her.
Team.
Okay. You guys get back into this room here.
Mm-hmm.
And she asks you to gather around the fire.
I'll hop down.
Will do. What'd you say?
She'll hop down.
As you gather around the fire, she asks for the gemstone.
I'll hold it out to her.
Okay. She will take
Or-
it from you, and she will walk up and she will put it in the fire in front of you. When she does so, a smoke comes out of the fire and starts filling the room. She leaves the room and disappears over here. And you guys are in this room, and it all starts piling in this room and filling the room up. You guys feel a little bit funny. The walls and the floors and each other, everything starts to warp and meld. It's like the floor becomes liquid and starts to breathe. You look at each other and your faces distort. Your eyes go big and then small. You don't know what's going on, but you are in the middle of some sort of hallucination.
I've been to these parties before.
It's like the mushrooms in YouTube, guys.
Embrace that shit.
Several things where I come from.
And as that is taking place, Haven comes walking from the shadows and walks up to you guys. He holds out his hands like this in front of you guys and smacks his hands together, and it leaves this loud clapping thunder sound. And all around the circle of this central chamber, the central hub, you see weapon racks start to appear with all sorts of different weapons. And then he says, "Begin." And he smiles at you, and you see him pull two swords. And that's where we're going to stop the episode tonight.
Yeah.
You look all around the outside of this thing, and there's every weapon you could possibly think of. Your character can choose what it is that they want to become, skilled with as weapon skills, or multiple things using your skill point. When you come back next week, you should know what it is exactly that you're going to be skilled with. But it looks like he is going to wait for you to pick weapons, of course. But it also looks like he is going to enter into combat with you. Is what it looks like.
He's about to whoop our asses.
That's what's going to happen. It looks like. So great episode, you guys. You succeeded in your second trial. It didn't seem to be as hard as the first one. Just time consuming. You guys did pretty well. When you come back next week, however, you're going to be third level.
Nice.
So
Should we roll our points now?
pick your characters. You can roll your hit points now before we log off if you want to.
Woo! You guys see that?
Been there for a while.
6. Damn. Hell yes.
Nice. Hey, I got a 6. You see it? You see it?
3 of us rolled 6s. That's fucking awesome. You get a 5. Fuck yeah. Wow.
She's got considerable hit points now.
I got 23. Hell yeah, guys, that was fun.
Absolutely.
That was a fucking blast.
So you don't know if this is the third trial or what it is exactly. He just says that, and
This guy's just a fucking
Out of
psycho.
5.
you just think, yeah,
Nice.
you don't know. I mean,
Nice.
you don't exactly.
No way they expect us to actually beat him. I don't do that.
Maybe if we all fucking gang up on his ass at one time.
Maybe.
I can't believe you'd want us to kill a member of the syndicate. That's crazy.
And then he'll probably still kill us all.
Well, he never said he was going to kill you guys. He said he was going to train you.
Everybody calm down.
Yeah, if you remember.
Everybody just calm the fuck down.
Once again, Alicia was right. So just as you guys are, just so you guys are aware, she seems to have some skills, man.
Inner voice.
Something. She was the first one to meditate. She's been connected with the shadows since the beginning, so maybe that's helping. I don't know, but what a great episode! Thank you guys for a wonderful night.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thanks to the viewers. Like, subscribe, share, hit the ding ding, all that jazz. Go check out our websites and www.icelevelball.com. My throat sound like a 12-year-old.
Mhm.
But anyway, it was a great episode. You guys have any questions before we leave?
Not yet.
You guys rolled all your hit points and everything?
Yep.
All right. Well, then let's get out of here, and we will see you guys next week.
The hunter's creed in poison hearts, the fear will seed. Kings may fall, but truth will stay. We are the knights, you are the prey. Blades that shimmer, dreams undone. We're the night that blinds the sun. From Keishan storms to syndicate halls, the shadows answer when duty calls. So speak their names and face the cost. The assassins strike, your path is lost. With every breath, the silence grows. The syndicate waits where no